what you can have. Number one regret, no takebacks. The hole in your chest, that's payback. Payback, yeah, you better take that. You could call me selfish, you critical, I could take the blame. Just like I could take a match and send it up in flames. Don't say I didn't warn ya, this might hurt, but that's just karma. Better take that. Call it payback. Don't say I didn't warn ya. Stay mad, I know you wanna. This might hurt, but that's just karma. That's just karma. Go and play the part, play the victim. Throw a pity party with your demons. Blaming everybody and you're screaming, screaming. But I'm the one bleeding. You're the one that's selfish and critical, you could take the blame. Just like I could take a match and send it up in flames. Don't say I didn't warn you, this might hurt. That's just karma. Better take that. Call it payback. Don't say I didn't warn ya. Stay mad, I know you wanna. This might hurt, but that's just karma. That's just
Within my cup, I keep it juicy, juicy. I used to be like that way back then. I was way
usual. Yeah, I kill it cold like a criminal. I'm everybody's type, but nobody can deny. Yes, you know I get it, 나는 아무리 봐도 I'm getting freaky, yeah, I'ma bring the crazy. Get that freaky, freaky on, get that freaky, freaky on. Getting freaky, get it right, get it right. Get that freaky, freaky on, 신경 끄고 다 같이 freaky, yeah, I'ma bring the crazy. Get that freaky, freaky on, get that freaky, freaky on. Getting freaky, get it right, get it right. 상관하지 마. I'll be on the top, top killer. I'll be on the top, top winner. I'll be on the top, top killer. I'll be on the top, 'cause I own it, know it, I'm a red. I'm getting freaky, yeah, I'ma bring the crazy. Get that freaky, freaky on, get that freaky, freaky on. I'm getting freaky, get it right, get it right. Get that freaky, freaky on, 신경 끄고 다 같이 freaky, yeah, I'ma bring the crazy. Get that freaky, freaky on, get that freaky, freaky on. Getting freaky, get it right, get it right. 상관하지 마.
Oh, so suddenly you're poison the air I breathe. But if you don't hate me, then why would you break me? Feel it in my bones, I'm about to lose control. Only so much I'm taking, so get yourself to safety. 'Cause baby, a storm is coming. You better heed the warning, pray. Don't stay, run away, 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 away. Feel how the rain is pouring. I'm a track like a hurricane. Don't stay, away, 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 away. Away, away. say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. For you in the morning, I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. Turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Happier tonight.
Shaking underneath, trying to take me alive. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain game of survival. Any time or place, watch 'em run away. I got none. I'll be standing on my own, never gonna take
Hey, you insomniac non-sleepers. Hello, everybody. How are you? Late night, early morning, late afternoon, whatever it is for you. I appreciate you hanging out with me. How are you guys? How is everyone? How are you? How are you? It was a bit of a day today. A little bit of a day. I saw something that really kind of got my back up a little bit. And I also saw something that reminded me that we when we do something wrong, there is accountability in this community. So that's good to see. That's absolutely good to see. So we're going to go a little bit over a couple of things that I saw today. I know it's really late, almost 11 o'clock my time. Oh, well, actually, it is 11 o'clock my time. Sorry, 11:04. So anyways, who cares what time it is? We're all together, and that's what matters, right? That's what matters. Anyways, only two somethings? Felt like a million. Well, I kind of was only hanging out in a couple certain places. I will say that I did hear something about like this morning, there was a lot of buzzing going on around the beehive, I heard, but I haven't seen a clip. I haven't heard what happened. I haven't nothing. So we're definitely not going to be talking about that because I don't know what happened. I did not see it, but I heard something happened. So anyways, I did not see that. So that part of the day will have to be on somebody else's plate because I just didn't hear nothing. I don't know anything about it. So anyways, I did hear that it was probably not a good time for a lot of people. But I didn't hear no argument, nothing at all. So like I said, I just heard that there was some buzzing going on. Somebody was rocking around with the hive or I have no idea. I really don't. Anyways, and I don't need to know because it's none of my business. So anyways, how are you guys? Thank you for being here with me. One more thing. We'll talk a little bit later about him too, a little bit, just some things that I heard today and saw. Just like, dude, just stop. So, Queen has made a community post. Okay, well, I will definitely go have a look. Thank you for telling me that, Rowena. I did not realize that she had done that. But thank you. Okay, so hello, everybody. Autumn Renee, infamous truth teller. Shelly M, how are you? Hey, Berkey Budge. Rowena, of course. How are you, sweetheart? My Jilly girl. Out on a boat. Jilly's coming to us from the ocean, you guys. From the ocean. Girl's kind of a little bit crazy. She's on holidays. Vacation. And she's hanging out here with us. Girl, go take your vacation. Go have some fun, girl. Where are you? What time is it for you? Must be pretty late, I imagine. Anyways, hello, Ro. How are you? Hey, Wolf Rider, Monique, Healing Time, Artist Creek. How are you? Hey, Nicole B. Hey, Elsie. Thank you, Nicole B, for listening. How are you? Good to see you. Zena, good to see you, sweetheart. My sweetheart. Mystic Butterfly. I apologize for that. Mystic Butterfly. Mystic Butterfly. I apologize. How are you guys? Good to see everyone. Welcome in. Okay, so anyways, Another thing that I wanted to say is like, thank you to all the new subscribers. We took quite a jump yesterday. So I totally appreciate that. Like almost 100-person jump. So, wow. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. If you're new here, I absolutely appreciate you being here. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Are we going to talk about the runaway bride? Well, maybe later. Maybe later. Maybe. Or is there something that I'm missing? Bride. I don't know anybody that's getting married. So is that like, is that like code? Are you talking in code? Is there something I should know? Anyways, I'm just kidding. Good to see you, Arco. Good to see you. Okay, so anyways. Oh, run over bride. Oh, run over. Oh, did somebody? Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. That's quite a story. I know what you're talking about now. I know what you're talking about. Yes. Oh my goodness. We could absolutely a little bit later for sure. I do have a couple of things pulled up actually from Law and Crime, and I haven't seen or even heard what's going on in this case, but it is coroner accused of murder. So I haven't heard anything about it. I just was looking for some, content for tonight and stuff like that. And I just, I thought, oh, well, maybe that might be interesting. A coroner. I mean, the guy deals with dead. I'm sorry. This sounds a little bit, I mean, he deals with dead people all the time. And then he's like accused of murder himself. Like what? I have questions. Like, was business slow or I don't know. Sorry. I'm sorry. I know that there's a victim in this situation. So I apologize for that. But I have questions. What's going on there? So anyways, but yes, that run over bride. Yes, that is a very, very sad story. And I don't know if you guys have heard, but it is, I don't know what her sentence was. I'm pretty sure that it was life in prison. And it was a bride who had just gotten married. I do believe that they were leaving their reception, I think. I could be wrong about this, so don't, hold me for word. And they got hit by a drunk driver, and the bride died, which is, oh God, isn't that just so sad? I mean, like from the happiest moment in your life, right straight to the most devastating moment of your life. Like, that is just absolutely so sad to think about. Yeah. She got life in prison. I think, she got 45 years. Okay, well, that's pretty much life imprisonment. I don't know. That's a long time. 45 years. Okay, wow, Rowena, that's crazy. And there wasn't a trial. There might have been like some hearings coming up to it. But I don't believe that there was a trial because she pled guilty. So very sad. Not a very old woman. I think she was probably under 30 years old. She looked like she was, young still. So very sad. Absolutely very sad. Very sad. I just couldn't imagine that family that is suffering now. That groom, that just married his bride, and she's just taken away just like that. So crazy. Oh, really, Cinder? Oh, her attitude afterwards was absolutely just really. Oh, maybe we'll have to check into that a little bit then. Because, yeah, that's That's pretty crazy. Oh, a drunk driver hit the golf cart. Okay. Thank you, Healing Time. I appreciate that. Good to see you over here, by the way. So yeah, I appreciate that. Hit by golf cart. Hit the golf cart. Yeah, just so scary. So scary. Okay, so since it's so late and Sinner, he was giving me trouble today for being on at 2:00 in the morning. So, anyways, I don't know what you're doing at 2:00 in the morning. Well, if you haven't heard, then listen up one more time. Sinner, do you know that there are some households who kind of work during the day and the night? Like I've said so many times, my husband works at nighttime. So me going live later works for us. Okay. So yeah, this is the time that I have to be able to spend with my friends on YouTube. So, I know I'm keeping you up. I'm sure because I know you watch me. Hello, Sinner. You can come into chat if you'd like to. Just be respectful. That's all, Anyways. So, okay. So, anyways. Right? Our screen, don't address that loser. I just do it for fun now. You know what I mean? I just don't have time for him. He's such a gaslighter. He manipulates his people, even if they don't know that they're not. You know what I mean? I just have no time for him. What he says about me does not bother me. He really doesn't. And he really doesn't say a lot about me, but when he does say something about me, it's really fucking rude. So it's insulting, and that's the way that he works, though. And that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. He can do what he wants. He can be whoever he wants, But just like everybody else, including myself, if you're out here, you gotta expect people to talk about you. So, Rowan, yeah, I won't see him. I have him blocked. Yeah, I haven't reached that point yet. Honestly, he doesn't even bother me. He doesn't even bother me. I was watching him today, and I'll say thank you to his chat, because he tried a few times to really get the chat going against me, and pretty much every time he mentioned me, maybe one or two people would say something, but the conversation would just keep going, not being really about me, so they just kind of moved on. So I appreciate that. So oh my gosh. So he's just weird. We heard his compliments, how he repeated doxing these beautiful, beautiful women. Oh, I didn't hear that part. I don't think I heard that. Anyways, why does he even care? It's so strange. I know. He does. He cares because I go over to the hive. That's why. That's why. It's the only reason why. So, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I'll watch his stuff. I get a good laugh when I'm watching him. So just some of the things he says, it's almost like, how can I say, it's like, okay, when you were in high school and, the principal would call, a school assembly in the gym, right? And so the entire gym or the entire school would go down to the gym at 1:00 or whatever, because the principal is calling this school assembly. And that he's calling this school assembly because he's really just got some things to say and he's got some people to point out. You know what I mean? And it's like, you want to, you're sitting there and you're just feeling this, like, this speech being directed at you. You know what I mean? Like this weird, you know how you felt when you listened to your teachers at, when you were in high school, like, tell their little speeches or whatever, when you were doing something, when the class was not behaving or whatever, you know what I mean? That's what I feel like when I watch Sinner. Like, it's just nothing to me, you know what I mean? He's just like, ugh. Does he piss me off sometimes? Absolutely, because he says some of the most gross, disgusting things. And he's just absolutely so rude to people. He's so rude to people. So, but, I mean, also kudos where kudos are due. Not that he's any good, but he's a little bit better than what he was. He is starting to slowly, like, pay attention to what he's saying and stuff like that. I have noticed that. So kudos to you. You get a sticker. When you were in elementary school, you did something good. You got a sticker. Okay, so you get a sticker to put up on the calendar. By your name. How many stars you get by the end of the week or whatever. You know what I mean? Put a star up there for yourself, sir. Put a star up there for yourself, sir. Have at her. So, oh my gosh. Anyways, okay. I see that Rowena has started everything off right here in the Whispy dungeon. Starting the night right off. Oh, starting the night off right. Wiener. I love you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh my God, you're so funny. Yes, he has the voice. I've never watched him, but on the clips, things, he totally has a voice, right? Like, I just feel like I'm sitting in the assembly at school and everybody's getting shit because everybody's just been going crazy and acting stupid and getting into trouble already. You know what I mean? And it's just like, and you're just like rolling your eyes because you're like, oh, do we have to sit here and listen to this fucking shit? Like, that's how it is for me when I watch him. Just because he's so condescending the way that he talks, like he's just like so wisdom filled, and like you're listening to Socrates talk or something, and it's just like no. Anyways, that's how I take it. That's my opinion. So, anyways, hey Sinner, how are you? So, anyways. Okay, let's start off this night with something that really kind of made me angry. Okay, where do I have that? Right here. Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw today or not. What's going on here? Why am I not showing that up? Remove. Okay. Why is that not showing up? Hang on a second here, you guys. What's going on? Why do I? Oh, okay. That's just noise in background. I don't know what's going on here. Hang on. Remove source. All right, let's try this one more time. Screen share. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. Okay, there we go. Okay, I got it. I don't know what. Oh my goodness, I was confused there for a minute. Hey, Mr. SS. Oops, how are you, sir? Good to see you. I got blocked in there for asking a question. Over at Sinners. Yeah. I actually screen recorded a lot of his stream today. And it was funny to actually watch how many comments got deleted and removed. And like comments that weren't even rude. They were just like asking about things that like maybe they didn't want to answer, you know? So one of them was talking about like how Jones and we're going to go over that. So I'll get to that. But anyways, it was kind of funny. I mean, he just sits there. He just talks shit about people, you know, like right now. I'm going to do a little bit of shit talking, but I have something on my screen to actually show you why I'm shit talking, or actually show you what I'm going to be, you know, talking about. He just sits there the whole time just talking shit about everybody. He has no receipts. No, he doesn't do anything. Just sits there and talks shit. So anyways, whatever. We'll get to that a little bit later. Oh my God. Right? Echo changer. Yes. And I mean, he loves building up his own ego as well. People might notice that as well. That he just loves, you know, boosting himself up. So he loves talking to him about himself, like just like he's the greatest thing in the world. He's so smart. He does everything, you know, proper. And yeah, anyways. So, okay. Give me just 2 seconds because my cat keeps picking at the back door. I'm just going to run over there and just let her in. And just 2 seconds. Thank you. I apologize, you guys. I'll be right back. Okay. So, yes, Rowena, I agree. Perpetual child. Absolutely. Much was inaccurate when listening here, but he doesn't care. No, he really doesn't. He doesn't. And you know what? He's got his little groupies over there, his little people that follow him, and that's great. I mean, good for him. That's what we all want around here, right? Is we want to be able to build our channels and get to know people and meet new people and more people, and you know what I mean? So great for him. Yeah, absolutely. How better. Anyways. Okay. So as you see on the screen here, it says notice to cease and desist. That's interesting. That's really, really interesting. Okay, so anyways, this is a post by Literally Davis Femme. We know that recently she has been dealing with a lot of bullshit from the one that we were just talking about. Isn't that funny? Oh my goodness. Hey, Rocky Linden, how are you? Good to see you. Aristocat, I don't know if I said hello to you already yet, but I see you. Hello, how are you guys? Good to see you. Okay, so let me change this because I want you guys to like really be able to. What's going on with my mouse? Hello, Mousy. Stop it. Okay, sorry. What can we do here? What does that do? Oh, that's way too big. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, I am down in the corner here behind this, like, you know, pink little present down here below. But you just can't see me, but I'm there. I promise. So, okay, so Literally Davis Fan, as you guys know, has been dealing with lately a bunch of bullshit from Sinner. Of course, he's going to sue her too, along with Queen Bee, and you know, just all this bullshit. He's jumping on the lawsuit train. I don't know. He wants to be Betty. I don't know what the hell. I have no idea. I think putting a lawsuit against somebody in this community, especially, I think it's just a scare tactic. You know, it is a money grab in my opinion. Are there reasons for people who are on social media platforms to take each other to court? Absolutely. Sure there are, of course. Of course. But in this community, I don't think I've seen really anything that warrants a lawsuit taken out on anybody around here. Has there been some really shady fucking shit? Absolutely. Absolutely. But to go so far as to sue somebody, that, in my opinion, just says, I think I'm better than you, and I'm going to show you. But it doesn't always work out that way. It does not always work out that way. So, good luck to anybody out there who's like thinking of, suing anybody, I mean, come on. Like if you guys can't work things out between the two of you, where it goes to the point of you feel like you have to sue somebody, then you need to just get the fuck away from each other, block each other. Then that way, when you go into chats or when you go into comment sections, you won't see what they say. You won't see them in the chats, or you'll see other people talking to them maybe, but you can ignore that too. So anyways, as we see with Betty, like she's asking for $200,000. $200,000. And I wonder if that has anything to do with her saying that she was going to be moving to Tennessee. I wonder. Probably not, because it was after she said that. Yes, but $200,000. I really doubt she's gonna get that chunk of change thrown at her. So yeah, crazy. So, sue for what, right? Yeah, exactly. He had no good reputation. Absolutely, that's right. He trashed his own reputation here. Nobody had to trash his reputation for him. He did it all by himself. We watched him over on Emmys and on Sweet Pie Sourpuss. Yeah. Nobody did it for him. He did it for himself. And if he can dig himself out of that hole, and if he can, build up something, then that's great for him. That's absolutely great for him. Have at her. So, okay. Hey, Be Kind, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, Crime Sleuthin, how are you? I love QB's post. Shorter version of her live. You were right, CS. Now let me insult you. Lie. Cover my butt. Backpedal and blame QB. Look, you just told everybody my whole life. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But we will get into a little bit of that later. For sure. Because I have some stuff to say. Not mean stuff, just my honest opinion. So, anyways. Okay, so let's get to this here. Okay. So it says here, this is from Literary Davis Home. It says one day ago. Okay. It says, in case anyone wondered what the C&D business is all about, Emmy sent this to my work email address labeled official legal documents in the subject line. Knowing where I work and knowing it would be grabbed by IT. She was successful. So good for you, Emmy. Good for you. Okay. Just hang on. But hang on, Emmy. Just hang on. Hang on, girl. It says also, she had emailed me the night before on my personal email address. She chose to specifically try to get me, fired, in trouble. We will hear Emmy and Sinner, in their own words, break it down for all of us. We will be going over this entire timeline, including all of the open threats Sinner and Emmy have given me to dox me out, my job, my city, my criminal record, my children, my divorce documents, etc. We will also be traveling on Facebook to show everyone exactly what pictures of mine Sinner has used on his channel and where he obtained them from. Who is stalking who exactly? Your creep. Oh, who is stalking who here? Exactly, you creep. I think it was supposed to be you creep. You want to keep lying, Sinner. Headstones and Headlines wants to act like she hasn't done anything to anyone. Okay, I see you. I raised you. Fuck y'all, she says. You have no business being outraged. It's about time people play your own game right back at you. Okay, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here is the cease and desist that Emmy sent to Literally Davis. Okay. First of all, I appreciate, because I made a community post about this on my own channel, giving my opinion and whatever. And somebody in the comments pointed out to me, actually, and it should have been the first thing that I saw, but I just didn't notice it at all. The date is December 31st, 2023. 2023. Okay. Girl, did you not? I mean, honestly, you're going to use something from a year ago. You should have changed the date at least. And at least made it up to date. Anyways, whatever. Okay. I actually didn't even read this because I really don't need to. I know it's actually full of just a bunch of freaking intimidation and bullshit. Okay. That's what I think cease and desist letters are. Okay. Not cist and deceased. Dolly, are you listening? It's a cease and desist. Cease means stop. Desist also means stop. Okay? Not assist and deceased. Okay? A cease and desist. Anyways, that was funny. If you know, you know. All right, Dolly. Yeah. Anyways, that was hilarious. So, anyways. Okay, so it says RE harassment. Okay, dear Literally Davis fam, this letter has been served as notice of your unwarranted harassment activities or the equivalent thereof that has been going on in recent weeks. Therefore, you are required to cease and desist all attacks, including but not limited to comments, community posts, and or other related statements. Okay. Oh, psyops. Oh, yes. Cist and deceased. Yes. Dolly was talking about, I don't know who ceased. There's been so many of them. I can't remember who it was actually about, but he was talking about it and he kept on saying cist and deceased. And I made a little video of it. So it was just so funny. It was just funny. That's all. So, cist and deceased. Oh God, it was so funny hearing him say it over and over. He kept on making the mistake. And I get it. It's honest to say, like we do it sometimes, right? We switch our words backwards or whatever, you know. So anyways. Okay, so Whispy just to clarify, I'm not sure if I heard you correctly, but I know that this was sent to you and are correct where it came from, but it was sent to her work email in 2023. Well, this wasn't sent to me. This is just a post from Literally Davis fam. This is her post. So This is her post. But you're saying that this actually happened in 2023, but it was sent to her work email in 2023. Okay. So this didn't happen just the other day. Not that it matters, but I just want to make sure that I get the correct information. Absolutely. So what's a harassment lawsuit? Yeah. There's so many of, it's just going crazy in this place. Hey, Lanky Tor. Hi, sweetheart. When I said your name, I literally waved at my I waved at my monitor. Hi. Get to you. Okay, yes, it was December 2023. She's just readdressing it. Okay. Well, then I apologize to Emmy for, saying that it was the wrong date, or that I said something on my community post. I don't know. It was an edit. I'll change it. But anyways, okay, thank you. This happened today. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, Infamous, and everybody else that was helpful with that. I appreciate that. Autumn Renee, thank you. Okay, so anyways, it doesn't really matter. But what I'm showing tonight is going to be a little bit of hypocrisy. Okay. So because of 2023, and then 2023, December 2023. Okay, so she did that. Okay, you guys don't have to correct me if I am wrong. So this happened before Bullhorn Betty sent one to Emmy's work. Am I right? Because it was 2023, December 2023. So like about a year ago. Does anybody know what came first? The chicken or the egg? No. Did this cease and desist come first? Or did the one from Betty to Emmy's work come first? Who can remember that? Because they all know I ain't gonna be remembering that shit. So pretty much that kind of was happening all at the same time. Okay, interesting. Okay, that makes it a little even more interesting. All right, okay. Well, all right. Oh my goodness, I wonder who. It doesn't really matter either way. It kind of makes Emmy a little bit of a hypocrite, in my opinion. Because even if this happened first, it would make Emmy a hypocrite to be so upset or be so angry at Betty for doing it because she did it. But if it happened after, that still kind of makes her a hypocrite anyways, because after it happening to her, she chose to do it to somebody else. So I guess it doesn't really, Okay, I think actually I can answer my own question. Hang on a second. Okay, so I have a video where Emmy addresses it, and it is dated October 13th. So it seems to me that would be that it happened to Emmy first, and then she did it to literally Davis Fam after. Because this is dated, like we said, December 31st. Betty sent first around the time of the Morbid interview in November. Yeah, well, it was October. had to have been sometime in October because I have, like I just said, a live pulled up where Headstones addresses it, and it was October 13th. So, wow. Anyways, okay. So, it's like all of this shit just needs to stop. Really, it really does. It just needs to stop. All of it. I don't agree with any of it. Okay. I was actually still part of Headstones and Headlines when when it happened to her, when Betty did it. I do believe I was still sub for her, and how sinner, you know what? Come in here and you were so rude. Like you just oh my goodness. Okay. You know what? I'll give you a link. I have no problem with that. But you're not going to come up here and be rude and call me names, okay? So, are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? I ain't part of anything. Well, I'm part of like when I see my friends getting fucked over, that's for sure. I'm part of that, you know? So, anyways, I knew you watched me. I knew you liked me. There we go. There you go, Cindy. Come on up, sir. I will happily have you up here. No problem. You know me. I like the conversation. So, oh, here we go, you guys. Let me just give me 2 seconds to put an overlay up, just in case. You never.
Yeah, it's true. You never know. You never know.
All right. Well, good evening, sir. Welcome to my panel. How are you?
Hey, how's it going? How are you?
Good. I'm good.
You've been talking a lot. You've been talking a lot of shit, Whispy.
Well, you've also been talking a lot of shit, David. It goes both ways. Come on now. It goes both ways. Oh, he's gone. What happened? Oh,
I'm not gone.
okay. Sorry.
I'm right here.
Sorry about that. Sorry. No, that was me. I apologize.
I'm sorry, ma'am. What is your first name?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, my first name is Michelle.
Okay, Michelle. How are you?
Plenty of people know my first name. So plenty of people know my first name. I have no problem telling you.
Cool.
But
Are you doxing? Are you doxing someone on your channel tonight?
Well, no, not at all. No.
Okay.
Why?
So like, don't call me David. My name is Sinner. And you're with.
Okay. Well, I was reading actually, and if you listen to me read that, I actually did.
No. Just let's do it this way.
I did
Don't.
say sinners. So.
If you dox people on your channel, then that's a problem, right? Just don't do that. Don't give anyone's first names, last names, middle names, where they work. None of that.
Okay, but you call Queen Bee Rebecca every day.
Yeah, because if you were to contribute to our PayPal poll, you would click on the link and it says Rebecca Turner right there. It says it right there. It says it right there for God and everyone.
Right. Okay. And you also came up on panel, sir, and told everybody your name. You even spelled it out for people.
And
so it's out there. So
okay, Michelle. We'll calm down, Michelle. Calm down, Michelle. Let's not.
What are you talking about? Don't come up here and be condescending, please. Okay.
Please. Okay.
You're welcome to be here. You're welcome to have the conversation.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Keep it cool.
Cool. It's so cool. It's so cool.
Okay, so why did you want to come up here first?
Because you're talking about me. Yeah, Michelle, I'm here because you're talking about me.
But you talk about me too, Sinner.
Like 5 times in the last 18 months.
And mine about the same amount. And you know what? When I do talk about you, it's because I hear you saying horrible things about me.
No, I thought you were having an open panel, so here I am. Let's do the review.
Well, I was gonna review a little bit of Emmy stuff. Do you want to go over that?
You
I'm
mean
not reviewing.
headstones? You mean headstones and headlines?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd love to be here. That's why I'm here.
Okay. All right. Well, you were very welcome to say, as long as you keep it respectful.
Of
Absolutely.
course,
No,
of course.
I have no
I'm
problem.
Mr. Respectful.
Okay. Well, okay.
But yeah,
All right.
I've heard other things about you too, but I mean, there's no need for conjecture.
Okay, but Sinner, I don't hear anything about you other than what is on your channel.
Cool.
And
Likewise.
and maybe what Queen Bee says, I guess. What other channels? Clip channels,
Well,
maybe, and some
how,
like
like, really, are you gonna really, like, choke on Queen Bee's dick or what?
this has nothing to do with Queen Bee. I said
Well,
I might
why
have
did you bring her up then? You just brought her up right then.
because I'm trying to let you know that he's gone. Oh, interesting. This is going to be good, you guys. Oh well. Well, I'm gonna come on back up, Sinner. Where did you go? Don't leave me now.
I just came up here just to kind of help if there needed to be a bumper, a buffer.
Nice. I appreciate that,
I
sweetheart.
just came up here to
I'm
be a
not.
buffer,
I'm not worried.
just in case. But I'm not going to say a word and
Yeah.
let you guys kind of have your conversation. I just came up
Yes.
to be a buffer just in
Absolutely.
case.
I appreciate that, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Well, Sinner, come back up, sweetheart, if you'd like to. Come on now. I mean, you can't just I did not drop you. I did not drop you. I'm using Restream, so maybe it's a little different. I have no idea. I did not drop you. I actually have to go over and click over on top of your avatar to drop you, and I didn't. I would not do that. Ask anybody. I don't do that stuff. Anybody's welcome to come up on my panel, as long as they're respectful, and maybe we can figure things out, have a conversation, whatever needs to be done, right? So
We can play fairly. Like, it seemed as though you drive. This is probably a restream thing, but like I felt like you just kicked me.
well,
So
no, I didn't.
okay, good.
Honestly, I don't. Well, I promise you. I
Okay,
didn't do it.
good. Good.
Okay.
We
Anyway,
have to fight fair. Fight fair here.
so you obviously saw what I showed, that literally Davis fam showed today,
I didn't.
about.
I didn't. I just
Okay.
jumped in as it was happening.
Okay, so what I was showing is a post by literally Davis fam,
Yeah.
and you probably saw it today because you and Emmy were both tagged.
Yeah.
And
I'm tagged so much I don't even pay attention anymore.
okay, well, it was just something. It was just a post about her saying that how she received this cease and desist, and she's going to be going over some timeline stuff, and it's basically the cease and desist that I wanted to talk about.
Okay, cool.
That Headstones had sent to her.
Headstone.
And well, Headstones or Emmy, either way. Like, she calls herself Emmy, so I mean, we can't be playing the name game here. We're like, people let their names out.
Well, no. I
And
understand that. No, Emmy, aka Headstones, definitely sent that cease and desist to Davis fam. That's a fact. I had nothing to do
yes,
with it. I
no,
wasn't.
no.
Me personally, I wasn't aware of it until after it was done.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. I wanted to go over and show what happened to Emmy when Betty did the same thing to her.
I see. That's where the B part of your name comes in.
Because of Betty?
No, because of Queen Bee having a vindictive disorder against Emmy.
This doesn't have to do with Queen Bee, though. This has to do with Bullhorn Betty.
No, but you have to do with Queen Bee because that's your game. That's your platform now.
Okay, but I haven't really mentioned Queen Bee other than to say that I maybe have heard some things about her on your platform about you.
Okay.
This has nothing to do with Queen Bee. This is about Betty and headstones. That's it.
Oh, that's it?
Well, right at the moment, yeah, that was my point
Okay,
of
cool.
talking. It has nothing to do with Queen Bee.
Okay, it's
I
perfectly fine.
understand. I
So
understand that
if
I'm a fan over there. I understand that I'm a friend of Queen Bee's, and you don't like that, and that's
oh yeah,
fine.
fuck
If,
it. She's a
if you don't have
fucking nasty bitch. Like I don't give any fucks about her. But like I just want to
well,
make sure that you're not going to dox my friend Emmy on your channel tonight.
no, I'm not.
Okay, good. Awesome. That's what I'm here for. I give no fucks about much else. Like I give no fucks.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No. No.
No, no.
Okay.
Okay.
So, anyways,
Okay. Good.
the
It's
point of
okay.
me. Okay. You know what? I will drop you if you're going to be rude. I'm not being
What's
rude
rude?
to you. I'm letting you come up here and have your say, and I'm not being
Oh,
rude to you.
totally. Totally.
Okay. Sorry, you're just showing your maturity. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Anyways, what I was talking about is that I saw that cease and desist was sent to literally Davis Spam, and I didn't know that happened. And lately, there's been a lot of talk of people being hypocrites, all this other kind of stuff, and I kind of thought to myself,
Oh yeah.
well,
Oh yeah.
how can Emmy be okay with sending? Again, I did not drop you, Sinner. Honestly, I don't know why you keep falling off. It could be that your phone times out or your screen goes black.
No,
I've
that's
heard
not
that
it.
before,
It's I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. It's restream. That's what it is.
but it could be. Absolutely, it could be.
No, it
I'll take
doesn't
that.
jive. It doesn't jive for some reason. I don't get it. I don't. My bad. But I'm here.
Are you on your phone? Because I know
I
sometimes with phones it has a problem. So
I am on my phone.
okay, well, just keep coming back up if you
Yeah, I'll do
if you
my
got
best.
come back
Certainly,
off.
I'll do my best for sure.
Okay, all right, thank you. Hello, Crystal Langford. How are you? Okay, so anyways, I wanted to show that hypocrisy happens with everybody, no matter who, even myself sometimes. Absolutely. I don't think that you can really be in this community trying to support as many channels as you want to support without people thinking or seeing hypocrisy from everybody around here. Like I said, even myself, I'm sure I can be caught sometimes doing things that maybe contradict something I said last week or the day before or whatever. It happens to everybody. Not everybody does it on purpose, but I wanted to just watch this video again one more time, just to remind us of what happened, and
Yeah.
and we'll have a talk about it after. So,
Awesome.
welcome in,
Sweet.
everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me, and
Sounds good.
Sinner's up here. He's gracing our panel tonight. So,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I was here for most of this stuff. So like, if there's any questions, I can clear it up for you.
Oh, actually, and well, no, now that you're here, I just wanted to actually make sure that you heard that a lot of times you say something about me being up here at 2:00 in the morning and stuff like that. Well, there's a reason why that I am late night wispy. And that's because my husband works overnight.
Oh, cool.
So our family, he's gone, but I think he can still hear. So my home works on a little bit of a different schedule than the traditional homes, I guess you could say, or whatever.
That's not my concern. I don't care what
Well, I
time
just
schedule
wanted to,
you keep.
you seem to be a little bit worried about it. So
I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. In fact, I give no shits about your time schedule at all.
well, you mentioned it quite often, so I just want to make sure I am getting my sleep.
Oh, okay. Since we're
sleep,
talking
so.
about since we're speaking of what each other speak of, my balls are clean. So it was weird of you to say that you should go clean your
Good.
balls.
Well, I actually
Why would you say that?
go back.
Well, I mean, could you imagine if I were to say to you, Whispy,
Can you stop cutting me off? Come on, man. Like,
could you
okay.
imagine if I were to say to you, go wash your crotch? Like that's what you said to me. Go wash your balls.
pretty
It's
gross.
crap.
You say pretty gross stuff. So, anyways,
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
you're really
remember.
good.
I don't actually remember saying that, and
You
I will
did
go back
too.
to see. I will go back to see if I actually did say that, and if I
You did.
did, then I will apologize to you for that. Every once in a while, I have a slip of saying
Oh,
something gross.
we all slip. We all slip.
Okay. Well, I'll apologize for that, anyways. So, okay. Anyways, here, let's watch this video.
Hey guys, Bullhorn Betty. So we're on the path of taking our power back, right? So we're going to take our power back. So I sent a cease and desist letter to a particular creator about her bullying. We found out she was a teacher. And so basically I told her, because she's on multiple recordings that we've clipped, talking about how she's recorded me while she's on the school's dime. So this is what I'm going to do. I thought she was going to quit talking about me, but we realize now that she said.
Okay, and I will say that I never, ever heard Emmy say ever that she was watching, recording anything had to do with YouTube or Betty on school time.
Yes, you
I
didn't
would
do that.
absolutely
I
stand
can
up for
assure
that.
you. I can
and
assure you. Can you hear me? I can assure you that she didn't do that. Like when she was at work and like I would get a quick text like when she went to take a pee, but I was the one that was recording Betty at that time. Like I would screen record on my janky ass phone. I was the one making
Right.
sure that she didn't miss anything. So yeah,
Right. So that's
that's
how
all
I
true.
got this.
Yeah, so
Right.
Betty, we can agree that Betty is a fucking maniac and we're against her.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
there's no question about that. I mean,
Absolutely.
I know there's some question whether, I'm my alliances, but like I don't like any side of this situation, just to be clear.
Me neither. I hate all the fighting that's going on around this place. I really do. I think we should all just, I don't know, talk about Laura or something. I don't know. Anyways, let's keep going.
She
Yeah,
says
Laura,
she can
we're
never
Laura.
lie, but she did lie. And so after she received the cease and desist letter, she's like, oh shit, time for damage control. Now she's calling cops, trying to say I'm the bad guy, which I've never made a video about her. I just threatened her that I would sue her if she did not stop targeting me and harassing me. So,
Oh, that's all. That's all you did. You just threatened her to. Okay, Betty.
Yeah,
Anyways,
Emmy never called the cops on her. It was some weirdo sub named Petunia Picklebutt or whatever the fuck her name was. She really wasn't even included in anything. She's the one that was just like, oh, Betty needs help. I'm going to call for a welfare check. Emmy had nothing to do with that.
I remember that. I remember that.
It blindsided all of us. Like, because who does that? That's crazy.
Well, I know that the person that called was a mandated reporter, and Betty was making allegations that something about taking her life.
I
So,
get
Yeah,
it.
she
I
said
get it.
something. She goes, "I bet you guys would like to see me do this on the live
Right.
stream or something." She
Right.
said she made some kind of side comment like that.
Yes. Yeah.
I swear.
Like
So,
hurt myself or
I
something.
mean,
She said
I
something.
see both ways. I see both, sides on that. Some see it as maybe going real life, but others see it as, I mean, it's a welfare check. Like, what can it harm, really, right? I mean, they're
Yeah.
not there to harm her and to do anything bad to her or anything. They're just
No.
there to check up on her and make sure that she's okay.
I
So,
agree. I agree.
yeah.
I mean, I forwarded the body cam footage of the cops for this specific call when they walked to her door and she was just like, "Oh, I'm just sleeping in today and everything's okay."
Right.
It was a 3-second contact with the local authorities of Betty. Walked up to her door and the cop was bored. He was like, why did I even come here?" Went back to his door. That was it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then she tried to flip it and try to say that it was a swatting call. Is what she tried
Exactly.
to
Right.
make the
Exactly.
narrative.
Exactly.
I'm not sure who I'm talking with, but yes, that's exactly right. She was just like, they swatted me. She walked to the door with bedhead and she was just like, I'm fine. I'm fucking bullhorn Betty. I'm going to sleep. Like we all know what she does. She's a turd.
Yes, I agree. And we have up here on panel, we have infamous truth teller. And
Hey,
we
what's
have
up?
What's up? Yeah, I
Sinner
just
is our
came up as a buffer just in
right?
case. That's why I had come up
Sinner,
here
yes.
because I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to be some bumpers
She's
like
my
in the bowling
girl. She's
alley,
my girl.
just in
I
case.
thank you for it, sweetheart.
Yeah,
I love you, darling.
I try
Okay,
to
so
stay
let's keep going
neutral.
here.
You know,
You
I mean,
do. You do a good
I
job.
try to
You
not
do a
get
good job.
in the mess of stuff.
Exactly. There we go. You do a good job, and I appreciate you. So, all right, here we go.
So now we're fast forward. She's obviously cleansed her entire channel because of her bad behavior. And now she's got her power back. Okay, well, here, this is me taking my power back. Every time you say my name on your channel, I'm going to clip it. Every time you say horrible things about me on your channel, I'm going to clip it. I'm going to send those clips to your superintendent, to your school board, to the State Department of Education, and to our federal Department of Education. Every single time I hear my name out of your mouth, I'm going to clip it. And when your bosses get sick and tired of hearing you say my name, maybe something will get done.
Maybe.
But now you just poke the bear.
You know what's ironic is that she never graduated. And she never graduated high school.
Yeah. No, what's also
She's
like
over there
really
wanting to be
creepy
friendly
is the
with
way.
the school departments and send all these letters, you know? Like she just
Right. Yeah.
IFT, but the way that camera is swaying with that like neurotic, like, oh my God, like a serial killer vibe that Betty always gives off. Like, it's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy.
Yes, it is. I hope all of this lawsuit stuff goes away really quickly because Betty is absolutely somebody who becomes unhinged. And I do think that she could be a danger to somebody. Absolutely. She
well,
gets
that's
so
I clipped her when she
Oh,
did that TikTok and she was talking to the TikTok community because she got mad because they I guess they were flagging her channel or reporting her channel on TikTok and she lost her ever loving mind and she was started talking and you got to remember a lot of the TikTok community I mean is a lot of a younger generation, you know, it's the younger generation of kids, you know, not
right.
kids, but, you know, younger generation, it's not
Yes.
us, you know. And so she says, well, I bet you want to see something about her pew pew. And then she says, why don't you guys go and go take some go pop some pills, something because you guys have anxiety, body issues, and something like so she's like basically hitting them everywhere like where like you know the younger generation basically like your teacher told you to do, go pop some pills. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, she's so I think it's disgusting for her to even target even the younger generation like that. Like she purposely did that for the
Yeah.
TikTok community because and she purposely said those things to you know basically putting them in this category that all the younger generation is messed up in the head like she says everybody is, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Yeah. Yeah.
IFT is right. That's just what Betty does. Like, she does this like psychosomatics. She's actually worse than most of us. I mean, she's actually a terrible person. But for some reason, we're still paying attention to her. You know, that's the issue. I think
Well,
I honestly believe if
oh, did he drop? Shit. I don't know why he keeps doing that.
Yeah, I had it down because you know why? Because this restream is different. It's just a whole other different
Right.
interesting. I
like
had to
Yeah.
I
download
was
my
saying,
Firefox again. I had to download Firefox for it to stay up because when I have it on my Chrome, it kicks me out. And I think
yeah,
that's what's
Oh,
going on with this mode
I have
too.
no idea why he keeps doing that over and over again.
Because you
I
have
Like,
to
I
just
download the Firefox, you know, the browser, and that's
yeah,
what helps with the restream. It works
okay,
with restream better.
yeah, I've
I
just been
just
using Chrome.
I switched to Restream because StreamYard boosted up their prices and it'd be like almost like $65 a month for me. So I was like, fuck that shit.
I know. I'm
That's
looking at that right now too. I have to figure
that's
out, am I
crazy.
going to stick with it? I was looking
Yeah.
at all kinds of different options, Vimeo and all kinds of other options. But yeah,
Me
I just
too. I
love
was using
StreamYard.
one
It's
for a
so
while, but it was very
StreamYard's just
confusing.
so easy. It's so easy, and
It
it's
is,
what
yeah.
I know. So it's like, so yeah. Sorry if I keep dropping out. I have no
No,
control
it's
over it.
okay.
It literally just drops out. I have
Don't
nothing
worry
to
Yeah.
about
do with
it.
it.
It's all
Yeah, all you have to do. So anybody in the chat, and if you guys just FYI, so if you guys come up here and you guys keep getting kicked out, I figured it out. You guys have to get the browser, the Firefox browser, because that's what works with the. I guess that's more compatible with the Restream.
I
With the
will do that.
restream.
Yeah.
You know,
Interesting. Oh, that's interesting. All right, cool. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to show all of this stuff is just because that happened to Emmy
open.
with Betty, and then Emmy decided to do it to Headstones. So, or I mean, sorry, Headstones decided to do it to literally Davis Found.
No, that's
So,
not how it happened. That's not how it happened.
well, it according to the dates that I have, though, that is the way that it happened.
Well, I mean,
Um,
dates aren't words. Like I know I was there for the whole thing. I saw exactly what happened. Do you want to
because
know?
that video that you just
I'll be honest
watched.
with you. I mean, I'm not going to bullshit you. I can tell you exactly what occurred.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, David's fam she kind of lost her mind like a lot, and she just kept like trying to go after Emmy. Oh, because I was there. Of course, I was an asshole at that time.
Oh, damn it. Sorry, you
Yes,
guys.
I know that there was a lot transpiring because I think that that's when what's his name
owned up my laptop, so hopefully that'll make it better.
Okay, good. All
oh,
right.
I
sorry,
think
go ahead.
we could do it on there. But I mean, LDF and Emmy, like as soon as I came on the scene, like she didn't like me. She was turned off by me, and then she started like talking about, oh, she can't be a great teacher and all this other stuff. Um, and it reached such a fever pitch because Emmy never changed. Emmy's always been a good teacher, a good person, and then it reached this fever pitch where like decisions had to be made. Blank Screen was in a three-way call with us. Like it became this really hyped up situation, and the only avenue of approach was to send a cease and desist to Davis fam and say, hey, just shut the fuck up. Like stop with your, propaganda, whatever you're doing. And this is the big conversation because this is where they're like trying to say Emmy went real life, and she didn't. She did not. She had correspondence with Davis fam from two different emails. She sent the email, the cease and desist email, to her work email. It didn't even make any difference. What came of it was like, oh, you're calling my work and blah blah. You're going real life. That's not what it.
So I'm gonna butt in before he comes up real quick. But from what I understand, there was a lot transpiring with a lot of people, like how kind of what's been going on lately. Just a lot of stuff a lot of highly charged stuff happening everywhere. And so I don't know the time. I don't know exactly the timeline, so I can't vouch on. You know what I mean? What was what and how it transpired. I just know that it did happen last year. So
Right.
that's all I can vouch for.
Okay, and that's why I was saying like with the dates because this video right here that I have pulled up, which is Headstone's video, and she addresses it in this in this live, and this is dated October 13th, 2023, and the post from Literary Davis fam, the cease and desist had a date of it of December 31st, 2023. So literally Davis fam, or I mean, Emmy sent out that cease and desist after Betty had done it to her.
Yeah, there was a lot of back and forth with a lot
So,
of people. Yeah. So I don't know. Like I
right.
said, I don't know the timeline. That's all I can vouch for. I just know there was a lot of back and forth. I just don't know whether the chicken or the egg came first. I have no idea.
Right. Yeah. And I also understand then like sometimes people talk about things like a few days later or a week later or something like that. So I can absolutely, understand that too. But
Could you do me a favor, Wispy, and drop the link in your chat again? That way I can connect on my computer and get off my phone. I think it'll be better on my.
oh yes, yeah, absolutely you can. Absolutely. No problem. I will do that. Where's my mouse? God, I always lose it.
So I'm just gonna stay quiet and let you guys do your thing, and I'll be
Okay.
waiting.
No, I think this conversation is vitally important because there's so much lost here.
I know. I just don't have any more input that I can put in it. Knowing all I know is that there was a lot of highly charged stuff happening, just like kind of what's happening right now. What happened last year about this time? I don't know. That's why I said I don't know what happened with who and who said what to who first. I don't know.
Oh,
I
you
just
sound
know
like
that-
you're. Oh, you sound like a robot. You sound like you just landed on Mars. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Sinner, I do believe that you are muted. I think you were. Okay. Oh, he just dropped down again. All right, here. Hello, sir.
Hey, I just figured I was up. I had some little insomnia, so I figured why not talk to Mr. Lemonhead about him being a fucking liar, where he stated, like he was on Granny's watching, stating that he was the whole fucking reason was because Queen Bee was lying about the fucking whole Emmy bribing her students with fucking tickets to sub to her channel or some shit. Okay, and he fucking lied his ass off, including with Emmy. So, Sinner, are you coming back up? Let's have a conversation about you being a fucking liar for about a year.
Ooh. You're very welcome. Let me make sure that he has the link. I did. Let's do it.
Also, apparently you have to e-beg for a motherfucking laptop. Where's your job, bro? Can't afford $300?
Oh, goodness. I don't know what's happening tonight. I really don't. But anyways.
Cheese, go back to your narco clips channel. You know, we know what your fucking narcos clips.
Well, I actually can probably vouch for Cheese that he's not narco clips. I do know that for sure.
No.
I do know that for sure. I do know that. I can just say that I do know that for sure, that he's not narco clips.
Sure.
So
when I see both of them, I'll see. When I see both of them at the same time, I'll state that. We'll see.
Okay, there you go.
I am a little sleepy, but I figured this would be a golden opportunity to talk to Sinner about him being a liar and then changing his story when he was asked why he went at Queen Bee because of the lawyer fund. Meanwhile, that wasn't even an issue back then. He's a liar. He lies consistently. He never tells the truth because him telling the truth is probably a foreign thing for him to deal with. So, Sinner.
What are you saying, Christopher? Christopher, what are you saying?
Yeah,
what are you saying,
I'm Christopher
Christopher?
from the Bronx. Yes, absolutely. It's not a name I picked up and put up as a Facebook.
Okay. Calm down, little buddy. Calm down, little friend. Do you have a question for me? Do you have a question for me?
I have a question for you. Why are you a liar? Why did you lie to me while on Granny's watching when you said that you like the whole thing about your Emmy paying off her students was a lie? Why'd you lie?
Because it was a lie.
No, it's the truth. She did pay off her students.
No, she didn't pay off her students, you little fucking impotent
Are
bitch.
You sure? You're hearing this okay?
I'm 100% sure. Like, see, the thing you don't understand.
You're lying to the audience. You're lying to 300 people right now. Because the clip's out.
Timmy.
She did tickets.
Yes, but it was conjecture. It was lightheartedness. Like that's something that you don't understand at the Hive. Because you're all too serious about concealing your identities and being crackheads.
Oh,
no.
Don't say stuff
like that.
I'm calling
Timmy.
Timmy. No, I'm calling Rebecca a crackhead. I'm calling you a punk bitch.
I'm from the Bronx.
Sinner. No, Sinner.
Who gives a fuck about the Bronx, dude? Go get your shine box.
Get my shine box.
Go get your fucking shine box.
Okay, your hands are sweaty? Or your hands are sweaty?
I've lost it all.
We're getting closer to you, Timmy. You watch, man. You watch.
Oh, I'm so scared.
You should be, bitch.
Oh, what are you going to do?
I'm going to punch you in the face as hard as I can.
Oh, try it. We'll see what happens.
Fine. My people will bail me out.
People bail me out.
No, I didn't say. I didn't do any of that.
For a laptop, man.
I got plenty of money. I got a
No, you
brand
don't.
new
You have to
laptop right
eBay.
here.
Yeah, eBay for a laptop, bro. You don't have a job. You're a loser.
Dude, you sit next to a baby doxer that's been eBaying for 18
No,
months.
she
Go
didn't
fuck
buy
your
eBay.
mother.
She did not. She
You're
did
a
not.
punk bitch.
No. Don't say stuff like that, Senator.
Yeah,
You
don't
said that
say
you
anything
have
about
come
my
a
mother.
long way.
Fuck
So
you.
he's just trying to have a
Are
conversation
you okay,
without
Sinner? Are you
calling
little?
people crackheads and stuff. That's not
Are you
cool.
okay?
You listen to
Are
this
you
little
okay, Sinner?
impotent punk bitch, dude. You ain't
Are you
nothing.
okay? Are you okay,
You
Sinner? Did you
ain't.
drink a little bit too much? Like, are you sleepy too? Are you like drinking a little too much?
Your mother's the alcoholic, Timmy.
All right, sure. Come on. Think
She's
a little
not.
bit something better. Think of something than me.
She is,
Sinner,
man.
that's not a very cool thing to say.
No,
That's not a
like
very cool thing to say.
I know,
Because
but
let me
this little
stop.
impotent
Oh
punk
yeah, he
sits
likes
there and
talk.
talks
He
about
likes
me
talking
being.
about. He likes talking about
No.
dead relatives. Like my mother's been dead for about 6 months. So continue.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
And it's also not cool, Senator, because you have had a struggle with alcohol yourself, which you have been very open on this
Yeah,
Yes, and I've been sober for a year.
Talk
No,
about
it
my dead
doesn't
mother.
matter. It doesn't matter. You are addicted.
It doesn't matter to
You are an
you.
alcoholic for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You're an alcoholic for the rest of your life.
Yes.
It is a lifelong
Okay.
struggle,
Yep.
lifetime
What?
thing.
Yeah. Would you
Calling
like to
other people alcoholics, that's not cool. That's really just
He
not cool.
he asked me a question.
would
I
you like to talk
answered. He
about my
didn't
dead
like to
mother some
answer.
more? Would you like to talk and insult
No,
my dead
you
mother some more?
threw in about his
Fuck
mom
your
being an alcoholic.
mother. Dude, what the
That
fuck?
is.
Get over yourself,
Oh,
little
fuck
buddy.
my mother, huh?
Fuck
Very
you.
interesting. Very interesting. Your true
Very
colors are coming
interesting.
out, Sinner.
Well,
Your true
seriously,
colors.
to
You're
be
a
honest
stalker.
with you,
You're a stalker. You're a weirdo. You go after people's families all the time. You're a weirdo.
No, I don't.
Everything you
I
do
don't.
is
That's not
weird.
true. You're a liar.
Yes, you do. You went after Queen Bee's kids. You
Prove
did that
it,
last
you
time.
weirdo. That's such a
You put it
you
on your
always have to talk
channel.
about kids.
Put the
Why
FOIA
are you
request
always
on your
talking about
channel.
other people's kids?
You
Why are
talk
you
about
always
whose
going on
kids?
about
You're
kids, man?
always talking about someone's
You and
kid.
Rebecca, you just go on about kids like
Doxing people,
on
that's
and
right.
on and
Weren't
on.
you crying you were going to
It's
get
so
doxxed on this
weird.
channel? Weren't you crying that you were going to get doxxed on this channel? But then
You'll
you
never
fucking
hear me
start
cry,
doxing
bitch. You'll
folks.
never do that.
You cry all the time. You
Are you
cry every
fucking kidding
single
me right
time.
now? Are you kidding me right now,
So,
Timmy?
your
I'm
life
sorry,
is a joke.
Christopher.
Let's respect
Chris,
Whispy's channel,
For a
and if
second.
you guys want to have a conversation,
Stop
have
for
a
a second.
bit. Like,
Oh my
I
god.
want you
respect your
guys,
channel.
please, both of you, just
Fucking
stop for
knock
just for a
your
second.
teeth out of your
I
mouth,
do.
dude. Fuck you.
Sure.
I fully understand that you guys don't like each other, but is there something that you guys actually validly want to talk about instead
I like
of
to talk
just
about why he is a
I have
liar.
nothing to talk about with this dude at all.
He's a liar.
Nothing.
He's a clout chasing
You're
liar
a
that likes to
fucking
go
punk.
outside
You're a
the
Hey,
bedroom.
baby
hey,
Dawson
hey!
supporter.
We respect
You
Whispy's
did you
channel
get a
at least.
copy of
Oh.
BJ's like kids video? You little weird fucker.
Never even was around that time. Never got
You're a
any.
sick little fuck. You're a sick
Oh
little
my
fuck, dude.
You're the one that's
okay.
insulting.
No,
dead people.
that's going a little too far. Now that's going a little too far.
Interesting.
Like
I
the
like
insults.
Interesting. That's interesting.
The violent stalker, the weirdo.
Prove
is
any of
coming
that.
out.
See, those
No,
are
you
just
do.
words from your little fucking dirty mouth. Prove any of that. The
Oh,
fact
Lord.
the fact bears out that I'm not that. I'm not what you say that I am. You fucking
Your whole channel is all about Queen Bee, though.
yeah, because she's a wretched fucking human being.
Weird.
Okay, but in this community, that's
I'm not in your community. I'm not in a community with you. Anyone that would accept Queen Bee in a community, I'm not in it.
Okay, well, whether you want to agree with it or not, you are in this community. Period. It
Fuck
doesn't. I mean,
you.
it's not,
No, you misunderstand what I'm saying to you.
You
I'm
are.
saying
So,
fuck your community. Anyone that would have a
Fuck
little
you.
impotent
Get out of
man
the
child like
community.
beats him, and
No
a
one
crackhead like
But-
Rebecca Turner, I'm out.
Well, you're calling
Hell
her
no.
pregnant. I'm sure that's going to work for your
Okay,
bullshit
look.
lawsuit.
Fuck
Right,
you.
like, why do you have to say
Not-
stuff like that?
Sorry. You guys,
Why do you have to
please.
say stuff like that? You don't have to say
Can
stuff like
we
that.
please? This is her channel. Can you please calm it the fuck down? Thank you. This is a private announcement.
I mean, he did insult my dead mother and then called her an alcoholic, but we'll just
Fuck you. Fuck you, you punk bitch.
So, Sinner, honestly, if he said that about your mom, you would be upset too, right?
I
you
didn't say
you
anything
would. You
about
can't
his
say you
girlfriend.
wouldn't.
Oh yeah, let's talk about
No, you
moms and everything else. Let's talk about kids and
you're the one
moms,
that brought
whatever.
up a
I'm talking
mom.
about B Tim being a punk bitch. That's
Oh,
Hey,
it's
that
Chris
listen,
simple.
R. It's Chris R. Get it right. It's
you
Chris
guys
R.
are messing with
Wrong.
her monetization with
You're
your
not
guys'
that cool.
stuff.
You're a
You're not.
B. You're a little
You guys
B,
have
Timmy.
to show some respect, and it's really juvenile how you guys are fighting like that. And you guys know, Wispy's not disrespectful in that manner.
I'm
You
sorry,
guys
Wispy.
show the same
My
respect.
apologies, Wispies. I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry at all.
No, I understand. I totally understand the emotions and the feelings and the whatever. I totally get that. I really, really do. I do. If you guys want to talk about something like the two men that you are, then
No, he's not a man. That's the problem.
All
if
right.
there's no
He's a little bitch.
if there's nothing going to happen out of it other than slinging information or slinging insults, then there's just no point, right?
I just came up to make sure you're not doxing people over here. That's all.
Well, he
I
just
don't. I actually don't want. Blah
You
blah blah.
just tried. You said my name was Chris R. That is the bullshit docs going around.
No, little buddy. I said your name is Punk Bitch. That's what I said your name was.
Stop with censorship, please.
Yo, Sinner, you need to knock it the fuck off, man. She said to knock it. Shut up.
That Wispy is not disrespectful, and she's pretty chill, and that's what I'm saying. If you guys can show that much respect, if you guys want to go at it, and I heard you beat him, but you too, Sinner. Like, please, can you just kind of just curb your enthusiasm just a little bit, please?
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool, but this guy's calling me all kinds of names. Like, look, the fact of the matter is, this man
Wispy,
Hey, Tim, I'm talking now. I'm talking now, child.
If you need to
Sit
boot him,
down
you
and
don't
shut.
want it to mess with your monetization.
Yeah, he's a loose cannon. You can't have this guy.
You're a piece of shit, though. I'd rather be a loose cannon than an impotent little man child. I'd rather be me than you any day of the week.
I don't want to be you.
Sinner, why do you have to come? Do you have to come with the immature little insults? I don't understand.
Well, this guy is saying that I'm stalking children and worse than that. That's fucking untrue. And he's a fucking little punk. Prove. Do you have any evidence to prove that to me?
Your channel.
My channel proves that I stalk her children.
Cluminati. You fucking pulled up the information that I should not have brought up. You put
No. When I did this,
or not? Am I here or not?
may I talk? Because Timmy, every time I try to talk, he's going to talk over me. The intent of that video, because Cluminati, KK Illuminati, was claiming that she had such a great radar for fucking pedos. What? Meanwhile, while she was calling Seth Rogers that. Meanwhile, she was married to one and didn't know. So how good could her radar be?
Yeah,
you're victim shaming her. You're victim shaming the child.
Victim shaming who? I didn't even know who the victim was. I just knew she was married to a creep.
Wow.
there.
You're victim shaming. Oh,
you're fucking so full of shit, dude. You're a clown. Like, keep up with the conversation, bud.
Sinner, I think. Hey, Sinner, you probably just need to back out because this is not going to be a place where you're going to be okay.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Actually, you know what? Here's my official opinion. You motherfuckers, you people support baby boxers and the worst.
I mean, it's your channel, though. I'm not trying to step on your toes. I know
sweetheart. I totally appreciate that. I totally appreciate it. Sinner, you said you don't give a fuck, but you should, because I was nice and I led you up here to speak, about whatever.
You told me you were talking about.
Really
Whispy, you just had a live stream. You were talking about my balls. Like, how's that nice?
I told you to go clean your nuts.
So I have the clip. You little fucking bitch.
Wow.
Dude, I can't wait. I can't wait to meet you, Timmy. I can't wait to meet you, Timmy. You scared little bitch, dude. I swear to Christ, dude. You're such a fucking little man child. You can go fuck
your pants, bro.
You acting like the child. Seriously, you're a child right now.
We don't have to call each other out of our names and stuff. Like, there's no reason for it. And if you're upset, like, then we need to pull back and then come back at it. You know, when you're not going to be calling people out of their names, because, like I said, this is not your platform. It's nobody's platform but Whispy's. And it's just like all going out the window, and I just very disrespectful.
I'm sorry about that, but I need to confront that liar.
No, don't be sorry. You everybody up here is very welcome to be here. Don't be sorry. I understand how things get out of hand. I absolutely do. But I will not have anybody up here calling people crackheads and alcoholics and all that kind of
And
stuff.
insulting
That's
my
not
dead mother.
I see what you said in your head. I came up. Sorry.
Can I say this? Can I say this? And also insulting my dead mother that's been dead for 6 months.
Yeah,
calling her
that's
out.
Yeah.
something with mine wasn't cool either.
You know what I mean? I didn't say one insult.
honey,
Realize
lots of background noise.
Yeah, there's a lot of background. Realize one
Yeah,
thing.
that's
I did not
what-
say one insult about his family or any of his relatives, but he immediately attacked my dead mother, who's been dead for 6 months, who I saw her last breath in the hospice. Okay?
Yeah.
I
Yeah, you
saw
gotta
her
definitely
die.
be careful what people
And
say. Absolutely.
You know what? And this guy didn't care. He didn't care about my dead mother that he dragged onto this. And these moral police people that stand around him, they're okay with him fucking attacking my dead mother, who I saw the last breath out of her body. Do you know what it's like to see your own mother die before your eyes? Have you ever experienced that?
I have not, no.
Yo, it's a fucking terrible thing to experience. When the last breath, when her last struggle of breath, when she can't even fucking talk anymore. Do you know what that's like? To stand there and right this side of a hospice thing and fucking try to hold it together to see your mother die before your eyes. And this guy comes on here and it calls my dead mother, who was a fucking saint, who was a pillar of a fucking community that used to do charity work, who was actually there for 9/11, who's actually one of the people that worked and helped people for 9/11, called her an alcoholic, a woman who saved thousands of lives in her life. As I'm not going to go into the career, but she was there in 9/11 and she saved lives. And this piece of shit comes on here and insults my dead mother, who saved thousands of lives.
I'm sorry about that, Tim. I know it can be tricky
Fuck
for
that
things.
guy. And then people saying I should be calm with that. No, he insulted my mother, and I just want to show people this is the man you have. And also, he thinks my name's Chris R. I pick random names from different platforms, just like my name on Twitter is Jim Steve, just like my name in fucking on Facebook was Chris R. Just like my name on YouTube is B Tim. You fucking morons.
B Tim, I wasn't saying for you to calm down in that kind of manner. You weren't like, I just wanted to make sure that there just wasn't people calling out each other's names. I just wanted to clarify. I know you heard me. I'm just saying, I wasn't talking about your mom or anything.
And I would like someone like these people, they think like it's okay to go out. He went at multiple families. He was victim shaming fucking Cluminati's fucking daughter. He's like, oh, she should have had a pedo radar to know that her kid would have been abused by him. What? Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you crazy? That motherfucker has no clue. Victim blaming a victim of abuse. Cool. And he's sitting up here and he's saying, I don't want to be part of this community. Good. I don't want to be anywhere near you. And then he threatens me with violence. He wants to stalk and beat me up with terroristic threats, the same terroristic threats that got him in jail last time. And this is the guy. He's stalking a woman with 3 kids, and he wants to do violence against me. I want that to be clipped. I want everyone that supports this guy to know that this man has fucking gone down low on a dead woman. A hero of 6 months has died 6 months ago, doxed multiple people, and proceeded to fucking threaten violence and terroristic threats on YouTube people. This is who your hero is, guys.
Hey, can you guys hear me yet?
Yes.
Did he jump down?
Well, he's sitting backstage. So but I will let you guys talk for a minute, and I may give him one more chance if he comes up here, and he can act normal without calling people.
And you can put us backstage too. You know what I mean? If they need to have a conversation, so nobody interrupts.
Right? No, you guys are fine. I appreciate you guys being up here. So, hello, Cappy. How are you?
Hey, Whispy. How are you? I'm doing okay.
Good. Welcome, honey. What do you got for us?
Well, I don't know. Like, it seems like, I don't know. He really doesn't want to face the truth about what went on with Emmy, because that essentially started this whole war. Okay?
Right.
Like, he said like Queen.
Oh, she dropped too. Shit.
Yeah, StreamYard dropped.
Yeah, we got to put a little disclaimer. Use Firefox browser.
Right, exactly. My goodness, I'll do something like that. But please, Kathy, come back. There she is.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, Cappy, what's up? I'll be right back.
Yes, bitchin'. Yes, I can hear you, bitchin'.
Okay. I want to let all you guys know, everyone in chat, everyone on panel, this is Whispy's channel. If Whispy wants to allow people up on her channel, she is more than welcome to.
Mm-hmm.
That's her priority. If anyone is going to get cut, it is her priority. The one thing that we pride ourselves here on is the fact that everyone can have a voice here and have a voice safely.
Yes.
I wish and I will request to all of you guys on panel that you be respectful to everyone in panel, and not only that, be respectful to the fact that this is Whispy's channel, and what she says in this channel goes.
Thanks.
I don't like all of this arguing, all of this yelling, all of this fighting. This is not what this channel is about. Between B. Tim and Sinner, you two obviously have issues that maybe you should deal with this on your own outside of a channel.
Oh, you want me to threaten him to beat him up?
Instead of hollering and bitching and the whole works in front of everybody.
Right,
it's Leather.
It's Leather.
Leather. I can't see the name. That's why I'm not even sure. It's not lighting up. That's why I don't know who he's talking. My apologies. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. You continue.
Sorry. I just, no matter how much I type in chat, nobody's gonna notice. And so I had to come up and say, listen, just relax and take a breath. If you're going to talk about this out on the open, like you are, don't yell at each other. Don't swear at each other. Don't call each other cunts and bitches.
I didn't say that. I didn't say cunts or bitches.
No, she's a generalized. Yeah.
No. Anyone for that matter. And this is one of the things that is good about Whispy's channel, is that we can all have a say if we want to, and safely. But when yelling and screaming and hollering starts happening, that safety goes out the window. And I just want to put that into everybody's mind, that regardless of what's gone on in the past, what will go on in the future, people come, people go. We learn our lessons. Some people don't. But yelling and screaming is not the answer.
How about threatening?
Talking it out
Can I say something?
Is an answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about threatening to stalk and physically assault someone? Is that also something you shouldn't do?
Yeah, of course.
Yes. Did I say that? Did I threaten to physically stalk someone?
No, nobody's coming at you, honey. I promise. Bitchin is my sister, and she's just looking over my channel. So just to generalize to everyone. And like I said, I understand that emotions get high. We Like, we have the perfect example here, right? Okay, so Sinner cares about Emmy. B Tim cares about Queen. There is no friendliness between the two or for the two channels at all. It's known that's that way. So I
Yeah,
think
but if I,
would appreciate it. Just
I'm sorry,
you guys
Whispy.
got to be able to walk away. You guys got to be able to walk away. If you can't do it without insulting each other so deeply, like there's a lot of pain in this community, no matter who you are. I'm just gonna you could just for a second, KCG.
Just the below the belt comments and name calling is
Right.
yeah.
Yes. Like Sinner, I address you just for a second. I know you're not here, but I said this already, that the like saying something about somebody being an alcoholic when you yourself have suffered with alcoholism. It just doesn't look good on you yourself, because you should be somebody who has the appreciation of the struggle that it can be to pull yourself out of that. So to shame anybody else for being in that position, it just doesn't look good for you. And that's, I think, a big reason why people have issues with you. That's what I would say, anyways. So, I'm I'm going to let a couple of other people talk. KCG, yes, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I did meet you. I thought you had background noise. Sorry. There you are, KCG. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. How are you? We also have Bitter Tea up here as well. So, hello, ladies. How are you? How are you?
Good. Thank you for letting me up.
No problem. No problem. How are
Is
you,
somebody
sweetheart?
else before me? I don't know.
No,
I've been up here.
no.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Well,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
not, who was that?
Somebody has
That's
some background noise.
KCG. I think it's KCG. Both of you are trying to talk at the same time. So,
Oh,
go ahead. Bitters. Really.
Bitter Teeth? Me? Well, I just wanted to say that, which, a couple of things. Um, I think that I don't understand why Center cannot get on panel and address the situation without resorting to belittling the other party and
Threats of
just addressing
violence,
I would like to.
stalking,
Can I talk,
it.
insulting
Just
Whiskey?
again.
Could you give me like 3 minutes, please? Just 3.
Yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
KCG. Go ahead.
Now I've been trying to stay away from this, but I walked into this and I listened to Sinner and Whiskey having a very seemed rather metered, calm discussion. There was some anger there, but they were talking with each other. There was communication happening. They don't like each other. They have different views, but there was communication. I understand it, but and I'm going to be very, very, very calm here. I believe that everyone has already made up their mind about where they want to stand on this issue or whose side or whatever. But Tim, you did come into this conversation hot and angry, and you got up there, and then you and Sinner went right at it. Now,
The guy
I
came in here and
understand how
lied.
you feel about
Did
him,
he
but there
lie?
was
KCG, did he
Whiskey.
lie?
Please allow me the chance to talk, and I'll get off your channel. Okay?
All right. Yeah,
I just think that there seems to be a misunderstanding where, okay, we know how you feel about each other. We know you both think the other one's lying, but there was some communication happening. And I think that both sides need to take responsibility, or at least a little bit of accountability for the fact that you're all acting like you're 5.
How did I act like I was 5, and how was I lying?
You got up here and called him a bunch of. And you didn't say you were lying. You got up here and you called him names. You belittled him.
I called him a
right
liar. Yes, because he was lying. because there's a clip of her paying off
What
her
I,
students.
what I feel like is it's like coming up here like it's a knockout drag out, like not just with you guys, but there's been some creators, some people coming up here and they want to duke it out on Wispy's channel, and it's like we gotta have respect of what her boundaries and what her guidelines are.
I think both of these men came up here. They have very strong opinions, and they're both,
Not to be rude, but you cut me off just to say exactly what I was trying to say. You had no idea what I was trying to say, and you just
I cut you off.
Well, you said let me have 3 minutes, basically in front of me. It's been 3 minutes, and I'm not even okay. I'm not going to talk any on here. I mean, that was just you wanted to get off.
I'm sorry.
I'm not trying to be rude. I sat here silently, never said a word for like 15 or 20 minutes. And
you go here waiting. So
I apologize. She was like, "Oh well, I just need 3 minutes right in the middle of me talking." I'm like I wouldn't have minded, but like, damn.
Okay, Whispy, I'm gonna leave here. All right, but I have been waiting backstage for almost half an hour. Okay, that's just kind of where I'm at. I'm not trying to cut you off. I didn't mean it to be that way. I apologize if it came across that way. All right.
No worries, CJ. I understand.
I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Well, I'm sorry I cut you off, by the way, and I'm sorry about that.
We need to figure out a nice rotation, so then we'll know that it will go in rotation regardless. So whoever starts
I
with
had
it,
sat here for a
have a
really long
good system.
time and did not say a word. I didn't even open my mouth. Like I felt like I was
No,
letting
I know. That's why I was just
go.
telling Wispy we can find a system to where it stays in a steady rotation and it doesn't fluctuate. So then people will all get, you know what I mean? So people won't get cut off.
But
I
what I was
apologize,
trying to
you guys.
say was, I'm not trying to say that B. Tim was right. I was not saying that. What I was trying to say is, we get into these arguments. We're so pissed off because we have endured what we feel like is personal attacks for a day, a week, a month, half a year, whatever the case may be. And by the time we're allowed to speak to each other on a public forum such as this, and we speak to one another, we're so pissed off that we can't hold our anger in. And then it's like two vicious dogs going after the same piece of meat. And then nobody hears one another because they're talking over each other. And I agree, we need to respect Wispy's panel, but totally need to respect her because she was totally getting spoke over.
Can I say one thing? I'm sorry, Wispy. I came in here hot.
You should let her finish. You should let her finish. Beat him.
No,
She
that's
didn't
okay. He definitely did need to he did need to apologize to Wispy. I agree. But and Sinner needs to as well. But the thing is, both of them need to each person needs to say what they need to say. Let the other one respond. But when there's a situation just like BTM, and I'm not trying to take BTM's side, it was just this is the one that's in my mind. He said, well, give me, what's your question? And BTM said, well, when we were on Granny's panel, this happened. And instead of Sinner addressing it, he automatically turned around. And I'm not sure if this was where the mother incident occurred or not, but he turned around and he immediately decided to attack his family.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, I just think families in general should be off limits because we are an amazing group of people in this community, whether or not we like people or not. We have people in our families that we really look up to, and these people are firefighters, police officers, doctors. I mean, they may not be much, but
Okay, and I want to say this. I am sorry. I made the comment to Sinner with the whole goo, you're drinking stuff. That was fucked up of me. I should not have done that. I got a little too annoyed with him. I'm sorry, Sinner, for saying something like that.
Thank you, BTM. That took a big man.
Sinner is back up here. He said in the back chat he's calm, so I put him back up.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
So
I'm good. I'm just look. I worked very hard to maintain 1 year plus of sobriety, and for you, B
and
Tim, to
that's amazing.
criticize me for that is fucked up. Like it's
He,
fucked
he
up.
said he was sorry, sinner.
He just apologized for that. So that's
Okay,
very damn right.
okay,
That's
and
So it's
that's
good
the
right.
you
only
just
reason I brought up his mom's and her being alcoholic. I did
Yeah,
not know
that's
she
not
passed
right.
away.
hey.
This
He said
yeah,
he was
the Colonel needs
sorry.
to stop. Yeah,
You
Yeah,
need
that's
I
her.
to
didn't. I
accept
didn't
the
know she passed away.
apology.
How would I know that?
I mentioned in multiple streams that she died six
Just,
months
I
ago.
we
don't
just gotta choose
listen
our
to you,
words
dude.
a
You
little
do.
more
Well, and
carefully.
it's
Instead of doing this,
understandable.
you need to accept the apology and you need to apologize back. It's
Yeah.
that simple.
No, but for
Right.
Not
what?
to
That's
apologize.
how
Not
it
what you
works.
stated.
Well, apologize for talking about his mom, you know?
Yeah. Like,
Just
dude, you couldn't have seriously meant that.
What did I mean? I said, how could he be talking shit on me being an alcoholic when his own mom is an alcoholic? That's just a
Sinner, but
fact.
see, the thing is you got offended when he said something about you. Then you can't
Wow.
go and try her back the same way.
Oh, wow.
Then are you serious right now?
Calm down with the
Wow.
wows, man. Calm down with the wows. I am sorry for your loss. I actually give a fuck more than you think, Timmy. But like, you can't keep attacking me. You've been calling me a fucking child
Stop.
predator and all kinds of
Stop.
weird shit, dude.
I didn't call you a child predator.
You
I think you
have,
started.
dude.
Okay, okay,
You
we
have.
gotta do one at a time so then the chat can understand what everybody's being discussed. Because when you guys talk at the same time and talk over each other, there's nothing being accomplished and
Yeah,
there's nothing productive coming from the conversation.
yeah. Well, I
Right,
mean,
exactly.
my whole point, whole point of popping up here was to make sure you're not going to be showing photos of people's houses the way Rebecca does, and like
Just
giving
the way
out full
Sarah
names of
does.
people.
That
Just
was
like
Whispy
No,
Sarah.
doesn't
no,
do that.
no, no, let's
Whispy
face it.
would
Like,
never do
come on, let's be calm. Let's be calm. Timmy, she's been showing people's photos of people's houses, saying their addresses and their full names, like for the last 3 days,
Yeah.
man. That shit's fucked up. We
Yeah.
can agree
Just
on
like you
that,
do.
that that's fucked up.
that
Just like you do. You do.
that was my
No,
next
I don't.
point
I never
because
have. I never.
You didn't show
Tim,
Betty's
hey,
front house?
well, here's the fact of the matter, Tim. I've never shown Queen Bee's house. I've never shown a car. I've never showed anything except a police report. That's all. The only thing I've ever shown. I've never once shown her house.
Why'd you
Never
show
once
her?
shown a car.
No,
I
no.
talked about it.
But
Why'd
I
you
mean,
go to
that's
he
Betty's?
just
has
a fact. It's
Betty's
just a
house.
fact. I've never done that. I've
Why
never
did you
done that
show the police report? What was your reason?
because she's a violent person that lies to everyone.
That had nothing to do with violence. That would have to do with
No, no, it was a threat.
fighting.
It was a threat of violence.
So that your reason was
Well,
a threat?
Yes.
okay, but okay, Sinner, can you maybe understand where Queen Bee comes from, knowing that description of what her daughter was involved with was on that report, and you did show it.
No, no. What she's doing is trying to make herself a victim when in fact
She's
she's the aggressor.
No, that's not what I. No, I
No.
I asked if you thought that was kind of, if you could understand why she was upset about that.
Understanding? How could I have understanding with someone that accuses me of domestic violence when it's not true?
Where?
Accuses me of pretending to be. I'm sorry. What'd you say, bitch?
See with the
see,
names?
there you go
Like
again.
Okay,
this
you
guy
know
can't
what,
have mature
That's
conversation.
not okay. That's not okay, Sinner.
He can't
Come
have
on.
he can't have a mature conversation. He has to go insults, threats of
Uh,
violence.
the-
Stuff like
but
that.
what were you
Can't
saying over
even
there? Whenever I said
can't even let me
I've never
finish.
been
Can't
accused
even let me talk.
because
He
you're
went at my mother
useless.
and hasn't even apologized yet for that, man.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Hello. Hi. Hi.
Wishful.
Hi.
I'll make it simple for you guys. I'll make it simple.
Somebody has an echo.
Oh my god. Okay.
Somebody has a real bad echo. Okay, it's gone.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I have a
might be
quick
someone else.
question. Who made
Go ahead.
you responsible for setting it all right? Because you weren't the one that's having issues. It's everybody else. Why can't they handle their own battles?
What?
I said, who made you responsible for this to make everybody else's problems right? This doesn't have it. Your name wasn't the issue. It's everybody else
Holy
that's having
shit!
issues, not you.
I'm
So why is
literally
it your
falling
problem?
asleep listening to you. I'm gonna make this
Wow, you're
easy for you people.
disrespectful. You're a real
I'm going to make this easy for you people. Hey, all of you
Oh my God,
can go fuck yourself.
Oh yeah, that's appropriate adult response.
Oh, so disrespectful.
Well,
He's gone.
I
No, he's
did
not.
little
Thank you.
C. I did not insult his family. I apologize for my comments about his drinking, and I tried to ask him and have an adult conversation, and he called me little bitch. Who's being an adult and who's not?
Right. I agree.
So what I think too is what it is like there's and it happens with everybody, because I know when if I'm feeling some kind of way about somebody, you know what I mean, in real life or on YouTube or whatever, there sometimes we do those, and we have to be more conscious of how we use our words. I'm not talking to you specifically, I'm just saying
I
in
understand
general,
that.
like trigger words, you know what I mean, like purposely using the trigger words to trigger each other, and the cheap shots, like and it's like, if to know that there's still going to be that charged, that highly charged energy, then I'm not saying anybody specific, but just in general, we can't do that. You keep using those trigger words, and then it's just all it's doing is disrespecting Wispy's platform or whoever's platform, if they don't want that on their platform. I just think that we should all just be grown enough to not be able to be mindful of that and the words that we use.
I apologize
well,
3 times, and I have not.
Yeah,
I did not call him, and I did not call him any names when he jumped up
No,
here.
I'm not saying you specifically. I'm just saying in a general statement, just because there's other people listening too. So I just was saying it in general.
well, BTM, I sincerely apologize on behalf of Senator about your mother.
You don't have to
I hope
apologize.
that was
It's up to.
respectful.
I think like him stating he didn't know my mother was dead when he watches Queen Bee religiously and his entire channel is based upon it, and him listening to every single live is a lie. He knew my mother was dead, and he knew that was a sore spot with me because he knew I saw my mother die.
Well, I still take my apology on his behalf, even if he wasn't man enough to offer it. I'm offering it, and I appreciate you allowing me on your panel, Whispy. I don't know if I contributed anything to it, but I hope maybe I did. And I don't know if I know anybody else on here. I know Cappy, but anybody else on here. But it was a pleasure meeting you all. Thank you for allowing me up.
Thank you for speaking respectfully. Thank you.
By the way, can I respond to someone in the chat? I'm not going to yell at them. I'm going to be very calm.
Ro, you're up here, sweetheart.
Oh, you go, Ro. Sorry.
I just want to calmly say one thing. Now, Senator just said that he put out that police report to show 2 years ago that Queen was violent and said she was going to beat a woman's ass over shit that was going on with her child.
And he threatened
right?
to stalk me and beat me up as well.
But wait, BTM. But not 5 minutes ago, he threatened to beat Tim's ass. Make that make sense.
I'm sorry, Rorina. Who has the background noise? If you have background noise, if you can mute your audio.
It's Bitchin. I just muted her. Sorry, sweetheart. Unmute yourself if you want to jump in here. I think she has TV on or something. So, but go ahead.
Y'all get it? 2 years ago. That police report was from 2 years ago. And I'm going to tell you what, if you put my child on the internet, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to beat your ass.
You know,
That's just a mom.
You know what? And I worry. I worry for Queen Bee because this guy threatened to stalk me and come after me and punch me in the face, and I worry that he's going to do the same to Queen Bee. And he says like, "Oh, I'm not an abuser" and stuff like that, but he threatened to attack me over words on the internet. And this man, you know what I mean? That is unacceptable in any community. That a person cannot have a conversation and threatens other people with fight, like beating people up in real life. And cannot have, and that's just unacceptable. And I think people need, and then he keeps on talking about Queen Bee showing houses and stuff. Well, listen, I don't agree with that. Yeah, I said that before, but the fact is that she was pushed, and a lot of that stuff was put on the internet. Okay, she was pushed, and that type of report about her kids, it had nothing to do with violence. It was about, the description was about particularly a video that wanted to be taken down, a TikTok video. It had to do with kids. It wasn't like, there's plenty of police reports where, I'm sure you could find a lot of other things where Queen Bee probably had a fight with someone. But
it said at the top, juvenile report.
Yeah, it was about a kid.
At the top.
It was about a kid's results, and it wasn't about a fight between two adults. It was about children. And he did the same thing with Clue. And he knows to push people's buttons because he knows that's going to get them to respond, so that traffic goes to his channel. And he does this all the time. And it's messed up. And you know how he went after my family? He goes after people's family because he knows that triggers them, because he knows that I'm not going to ever say anything about his mom. I'm not going to ever say anything about his family, because that's not right. They're not on the internet. They're not supposed to be attacked. I don't do that. But he does that because he has no limits. And honestly, people need to see through this. This is not a good guy. This is a very, personally, I'd be worried if I was Queen Bee by this guy, because I don't think he can control himself. Really.
Very much so. And I just want to say, Sinner, I'm such a big piece of shit that I was down in that chat as it was flying, and I was removing comments about your drinking. People asking if you were drunk, if you were sober, all the things. I was removing them as fast as I could. You're welcome, from the big piece of shit.
Also, he cried about possibly being doxxed here, and then what did he do? He ran away. He ran with the alleged dox I have, where he says my name is Chris R. from Facebook, and that's from Narcos clip going on Facebook and finding that a Chris name in there. That's pretty much it. And he immediately did that. Do you know why? Because he's not against doxing. He loves doxing. He loves threatening people's. That's him. He loves going after families. He went after my family. He went after Queen's family. He went after Clue's family.
He said he was going to make it his mission to get your docs, put your face on T-shirts.
Yeah, I remember.
But that's okay. But some people think that he's done so much better this past year, y'all. Stop it. I'm going to hop down, but I had to get out of bed when he said that about the reason why. Now, his own words, Sinner, the reason why is because 2 years ago, you put that out that you wanted to show that Queen was violent, that she would threaten physical harm. And that was 2 years ago. I ain't never heard, no. 5 minutes ago, baby, after BT, and look, and Bitter Tea, love you to death, girl, but nobody, I'm begging y'all, do not demand apologies from people. Do not, and don't apologize on the behalf of anybody. Don't take that on. An apology is for you to do better. And that person does not have to accept the apology. It is for yourself to do better.
Well,
don't ever demand an apology.
I should not have said that statement about, the drinking. That was a little low for me. And I know that was a low blow by me. And that was something I will apologize for, because
but everybody wanted him to apologize to you. And that's, nobody said, BTM, you need to apologize. You apologized on your own.
Yeah.
You took responsibility of it.
And he did.
And other people on panels are saying, well, you should apologize.
And sometimes you can't squeeze water out of a rock sometimes. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just words.
Well, it just shows you the state of mind.
Words are very important, though, too. You know what I mean?
It shows his state of mind. It shows that he does not actually think that he did, I deserve an apology. He doesn't think that what he does is wrong.
He's a petulant child.
I'm
going to go back to bed.
He triggered very easily and very quickly, and he continued to do that.
And he also lied. He basically said that Emmy was joking. It was just like her joking. She didn't really give tickets to the. So that wasn't his original explanation to when I was on Granny's panel. He said that never happened, and now he's stating that was a joke and she was joking. So he lies too much. He lies about a lot of things, and people need to pay attention to the lies, because he lies a lot. He defames people a lot. He called everyone crackheads. He called you. I don't even know how many names he called you, Whispy. I would lose count at this point.
Yeah.
And right before BTM hopped up, Whispy, it was so wild, right? And I know y'all were talking about Betty and kind of having a kind of similar, kind of a little bit of a restrained conversation, but he was mocking you. He was mocking your speech.
Yes. Oh,
and that's when BTM came.
He was saying it a weird way too. I was thinking that he was making fun of
it's almost condescending. Almost.
Yeah, it was very weird, and it was
absolutely.
And you were being very polite to him, and I think that was one of the reasons why I popped up. That's one of the reasons why I popped up, because I heard he was up, and I did not like his disrespectful tone to you.
Correct.
And I got me a little bit pissed because normally I don't want to interact with trash. I don't like interacting with trash because you only get dirty when you interact with trash. And when I saw him disrespecting you, it kind of pissed me off a little bit.
Yep.
Because you've always been a very nice person. You've always been a very nice person to everyone.
Very nice.
And that's called being a man, right there. So anybody that has a problem with BTM coming in. Oh, I got an echo. Ooh.
And yeah, I saw him. I saw his condescending. I saw his attitude, and I wanted just to let him go, so like people can actually see what it's like to actually trying to deal with.
Exactly. When they show you who they are, believe them.
I can imagine his next life. He's probably going to twist everything and say that I didn't let him up and I didn't do this.
Sometimes Wispy's little plan of action. You know what I mean? Her action plan is sometimes silent. Sometimes
I would like you to like kind of review how I interacted with KCG or something, like who's, or Leather, those people that weren't really my fans, and I didn't curse them out. I didn't overtalk them. I let them state their piece, and I was polite to them. I did not go at them. I did not insult their family. I did not insult them. And that is the difference between a man and a boy. I am a man. I am not a boy. I do not start if people are reasonable to me and actually calm and collective, I will not start cursing you out and calling you names for no reason. This guy, he's a boy. And I think people need to wake up to the fact and learn the difference between a man and a boy. A man takes responsibilities for his actions, good or bad. A man actually comes up here and treats women with respect. He is a boy.
Yeah. Yes. I'm going to go back to bed. I just had to get out of bed and make that one point because he had just said that's why he did that to Queen, and that was 2 years ago. So, if you don't see it, you don't see it. So, anyway.
And I was saying, he had to have seen the description. He had to have read that whole thing to be able to see that there was, I'm going to kick your ass statement made. He could have made the choice to redact that paragraph, but he didn't.
He didn't. And he put it on there about what the issue was with the kids. He put that up there of what the issue was with their children. But because it didn't have their names, he thinks it's not a dog.
Right. He thinks it's okay. Yeah.
He's okay with it. I hope he enjoys his new laptop. I hope his people just, if he really had some friends, they would say, just like Betty, he's so Betty-ish, man. I could be up here for an hour. But from lawsuits to, I mean, good God. But if he had some true friends, they would say, hey, man, this ain't working. This ain't working. But like-minded people sit together. So there's that. Even Betty has supporters. He's not going to lose. I mean, he's always going to have supporters because Betty has supporters. So there's that.
We know at our own personal self-work, if we have to work on ourselves, you know what I mean? Like, we can say things all day long about this and that, and I'm not defending anybody because that goes for myself, because some people could tell me, hey, you need to work on this and work on that, and the way you're coming, you know what I mean? If they were, if I was being criticized or whatever the case, but unless I want to do it, work on that with myself and make myself a better person or speak differently, then I would do that. But I'm just saying, as a human being, that's what, he's choosing not to do that. He's choosing not to.
Can I address something real quick? I've got to address this before I hop down. Limey, I want to address your comment right here. Y'all are talking about an ex-Marine. Hold on. Who served your country. Be proud of Center. Let me tell you something. Let me speak first. Let me, because I saw it. Let me tell you something. I ain't coming at you. I ain't gonna go all squirrely on you. But I hold Marines that are in service and Marines that are veterans, any branch of any Air Force. I hold them at a higher regard than I do my own husband because he didn't serve. being held in a higher regard, I expect more of you. If you think the behavior that happened on this panel tonight, yes, I do believe he served. I thank him for his service. But there's a lot of fucked up people, weirdos, criminals, people. Do you want the names of them? I'm not saying he's a serial killer or anything, but Dahmer was also was a veteran. You can be a fucked up person and have served the country. So you can get the fuck out of here with that. And that's all I got to say. I'm going to hop down.
Also, my mother actually saved lives. My mother also saved lives on 9/11, and she didn't deserve to be fucking told that she's an alcoholic and fuck my mother and all that stuff, especially when she's deceased. So, he wants to, no offense, but like my mother literally had to listen to people, decide whether to burn to death in a building or jump out and have to deal with that. And that was her job. And she had to, hear horrible things that happened. And deal with
he uses that military status as a shield. You can't come after me because I was a Marine. You can't come after me because I'm sober. No,
out of
I'm
all
sorry.
the ranks, military, Marines,
and look, you can be a piece of shit person and have cancer. You can be a piece of shit person and have a missing kid. You can be a piece of shit person and have the worst tragedy. It doesn't mean that you're not a piece of shit person.
Yeah, and what I was saying is, like, out of all the ranks in all the military, Marines, they hold themselves to a higher standard. You know what I mean? When they hold themselves to a very high standard, versus like how they conduct themselves, how they speak, how they carry, how they present themselves to the rest of the community. And so I don't feel that he was really presenting what I've experienced. And I've worked at a hotel.
Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna hop down. Y'all have a good night, and
thank you,
after tonight, I'm icing him out. I'm done.
I'm probably, this was my response to him. I wanted to ask why he lied, and he lied again to this panel. He lied. He stated that, he thought that he was joking. And the truth of the matter is, he didn't say that on Granny's panel. He didn't say, well, she was joking. He said she never said it. And now he's saying that was a joke. So he's lied. He's been caught on his lies. And now he's trying to argue some, whole thing with the cease and desist. And with this one, that's why he jumped up here. He didn't want you to review that. And that's why he came up here. And then he disrespected you. And he disrespected a lot of people, And also, I mean, like he says, respect his sobriety. He didn't respect my mom's sobriety. If she was an alcoholic, he didn't respect her when he had to use that as an insult.
Right. Absolutely.
And, you know what I mean? I want this I would love this to be clipped and people to listen to what this guy is like. And this is who you're championing. A guy that attacks people's addictions, a guy that attacks dead relatives, a guy that is purposely going at YouTubers' children for content just to push buttons so people talk about him, a guy who's disrespectful to women. He is not a man. He is a boy. And also a violent, threatening individual who threatens to beat up people when they disagree with him and stalk them and find them. And a doxer. And a doxer.
Right, and yet he wants to put out something about Queen Bee, saying she's going to kick somebody's ass.
Yeah, he just threatened me. Would it be right would it be okay if I just because he threatened me, I go and get FOIA his request for all his police reports, and I could do it anonymously. I could just hire an attorney if I wanted to, and I could be 100% anonymous. But the fact is, no, that would not be great. I would not FOIA anything about this man. You know why? Because that is fucking weirdo shit to do. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. Other people do it. I'm not going to do it. That's what just like I didn't like. I kept on calling him sinner. You know why? Because I wasn't going to say his name because that's what I do. Yeah, he keeps on calling Queen Bee's full name, first and last name. And he acts like that's the public thing. Well, that's not respectful. I'm sorry. Even if you know her name, you should probably say her YouTube name, just like I know your name, and I didn't say your full name.
Yeah, and like when he first popped up here, he was like, "Oh, is that okay if I, if don't dox anybody, don't call." I mentioned Emmy, and he's like, "Oh, you mean headstones? Well, if we're not going to call." he calls people's. I said that to him. You call Queen Bee Rebecca every day.
Well, that was what the name she went with early on. I was subbed. And I was a member of her channel, and that was how she went. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not a dox.
And Emmy is known as Emmy.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
absolutely.
People.
She calls
people
herself
know
Emmy
her as
Headstones.
Emmy. She calls herself Emmy. Yeah.
Yes. Cappy, I am so sorry that it didn't let you stay up here. I know that people have said that they switched to Firefox to see if it would work better. You're very welcome to come up, sweetheart, if you want to give it another try.
So what I did, so anybody that's having trouble, I just wanted to see if it's okay if I just say it real quick. So I was having trouble with the Chrome browser, so it would kick me off immediately. So what I did is I downloaded the Firefox, and so when I go on Whispy's channel, she's using Restream. I go to the Firefox. I make that my default browser if I'm going to go up on panel, and that's what seems to prevent me from getting kicked off. So if anybody's having issues being kicked off, that might be what it is. So if you're able to download it, just download it to use it to go on Restream and then go back to your Chrome.
And Autumn brings up an interesting point. She says he told Whispy not to use her name, and then demanded Whisper's name, LOI, and then called B Tim Chris or whatever, Chris R.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, this is the guy. He doesn't. He said to himself, he doesn't follow any rules. He doesn't give a fuck about your rules. He's not part of this community. Fuck the community, he said. So fuck everyone else. And then he lies and defames you. So in my advice, I don't want to be associated with that guy. That guy is a weirdo. He reminds me of Buffalo Bill from fucking Silence of the Lamb. He wants to he wants to skin Queen Bee and wear her as a fucking suit. I don't know why. He even said something like he wanted to grab her crown and wear it too. It's weird. I think it's kind of people cheering on a guy like that when he's threatened violence on me for no reason. I can just imagine what he thinks about this, Queen Bee, who's a mother of 3 children. I don't think any
flat out and call you a bitch, right? Just straight out and just as with so much conviction the way he said it to you, Whispy, was that I mean, I've been biting my tongue. You don't even know.
Yeah.
Oh, I do know. I know. Yeah.
Apparently, what happened is Narco Clips saw a name, Chris R, Chris something. I forgot about it, to be honest with you. I pick random names. I picked, for instance, Twitter, which was Jim Steve. I picked YouTube, which is B Tim. I picked that one, might have been Chris. I forgot because I deleted that shit because I fucking don't use Facebook anymore. So when someone said Chris, I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? I just use random names in different games, different things all the time. I never use my real name. That's the thing. And these people have literally, he had I think I heard someone say he was on the live completely stating this and calling me Chrissy and saying how my stomach can't handle meat or something, making fun of veganism and some weird shit, man. And I was like, what is going on with this guy? He's mental.
The intentions with his words and the way he's speaking, the way he's delivering his messages are not like he's trying to be mindful of what he's saying. He's mindful, but he's mindful in a negative manner.
Right, exactly. And Chocolate, I understand. I said, so we don't want to resolve anything with anyone. He was talking, though, about what Whispy was talking about, to be Tim. I get that, but, and I gave him a chance. I gave him several chances, and he just is not able to have a conversation without being a complete fucking dick. Yeah. And I'm not going to have him up on my panel, first of all, insulting my panel guests and as well as myself, too. So, and I get it. I hope that he figures out whatever he needs to figure out. I really do. Because this is all just a crazy, insane stuff.
Yeah, it is insane. And honestly, if he just did his normal, let's say he just did normal reviews and making fun of people, and commentary, I would be like, okay, that's the internet. That's how we're doing. But when he's talking about, foiling people, pulling a video surveillance of people, doxing people, and then cries about it.
Yeah.
And then says he's not a doxer, he doesn't go real life and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You know what? I had to run an update and someone told me to use the Firefox browser. It kept booting me.
I know it's been happening to a few people when they've come up. So
Yeah,
it happened
seems
to
to be
Sinner all
working
night
now,
long.
so if Firefox works.
I'm glad you're up here though. What do you got for us, honey?
But yeah, like he's has a really hard time with the truth regarding Emmy and the whole like student thing. Like he's trying to say it's a joke, but really, like this was something she talked about often. It wasn't like a one-off little joke, like I brag my students. No, she went into detail about what she did. And when it was brought up, he went after Queen and was like, "You're a liar." And she's like, "No, I'm not a liar. Here's the proof." She put it on her own YouTube. It's not doxing, it's not real life. And he never stopped going after her after that. Ever. And as far as like military, like I said that in the chat and it might come off wrong, but it's an unpopular truth. It's not even an opinion. There's very decorated veterans that have done very bad things. Just because you're in the military at one point in your life does not make you a good person. Period.
Right.
One of our most highly decorated military personnel.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
I'm gonna skedaddle. I'm probably gonna go back to sleep. But
All
sorry
right.
about the shitstorm. I just wanted to confront him with the question, and
yeah,
and
I appreciate that.
To be honest, I thought it was great. Your presence alone triggers him so
Thank
much.
you for apologizing and thank you for being mindful. I appreciate you.
Yeah, that's absolutely. I appreciate that for sure.
I'm
Well,
sorry you
Kathy,
shit over your channel, Whispy, but honestly, like I can't help but to take some personal enjoyment off of watching B Tim's presence turn him into a fucking nut job like that.
Yeah, like everything he said. If you listen to this and think he's still cool and not some sort of weirdo creep that's gonna stalk you and try to beat you up because you disagree with them, and thinks that pulling up and victim shaming an abuse victim of sexual abuse and like the family saying that the mother should have had some sort of radar and that was the main reason. It's like, no, that you're involving a kid from another situation. That's not right. You might not like Cluminati. I know there's plenty of people that don't like her. They have the obvious reasons. I know. Yeah, I mean that's obvious. Like, I mean, but she doesn't. Her kid doesn't deserve that. Her kid doesn't deserve to be.
that.
And she doesn't deserve that. And I don't agree. And I don't like doing that type of
I
shit.
just always feel like there's always slight of trying to justify some of these nefarious acts that are being these shots that are being fired.
But I mean, like, and he did the
trying
same
to
thing.
justify it, saying, "Oh, well, it's because of this or because of that."
And he attacked Heels. He called her, fuck, what was it? Heal, whatever, Hal, whatever, the Nazi thing in the air. And he viciously attacked that woman who was on hospice care dying. And that was one of the reasons why I kind of like, reevaluated a lot of things with her. And this guy, no, he doesn't want to talk about that, how viciously he attacked that woman who was in a hospice care. And didn't care about that. This is a man, I think he showed his ass. He showed everyone who he is. And if you still support this guy, that's who you support. And I hope one day you never get into a situation where you get this guy stalking you in real life. I really do. But you have a good one. Have a great day.
Thank you, Tim. I hope you get some sleep and have a great day tomorrow.
I got a long day tomorrow. I got work. Unlike Sinner, I actually have a job. And I probably going to be falling asleep a little bit during the job, but whatever. Anyway, you have a good one.
I appreciate you being here. Wow.
But yeah, like
Poor Whispy. You barely you open your panel, you put one StreamYard link, and it just goes bananas.
Yeah, it's all okay. Chocolate, I just want you to invite you to like rewind and watch when Sinner came up, and actually just before he came up, then come back and I absolutely appreciate your opinion, but I think you popped in maybe a little bit later than and I gave Sinner a absolutely fair chance. I brought him up here. I asked him to be respectful numerous times, and he just wasn't able to do it. So I kicked him off.
Can I just say something just in regards to like what I've learned of my personal experience? And it's not like I wasn't I've never been a vile, person saying vile things, but I had to learn that
Okay.
I had to have somebody tell me because I could be very overwhelming sometimes, and because I have ADHD and my heart wants to help everybody, but I would overload people with the information I want to help them with, and so it was more being repelled than received, right? So I had a friend that knew me my whole life, and she told me, she goes, you have to realize that you don't know what the other person is going through. You don't know what their breaking point might be. You don't know what their, you know what I mean? You're not in their shoes. So you got to kind of be a little more mindful and realize that you could be very overwhelming, and you have to just kind of just stop and think about, what shoes they might be in, or just try to be a little bit more understanding or mindful of who they are, because you don't know what their breaking point is. So you could be
Yeah.
breaking somebody with just your words, and it might be nothing to you, but just whatever you speak out of your mouth could really affect somebody long term, and you know what I mean, in not a good way. So I just wanted to say that I had to learn how to humble myself, and so my message in my heart, the stuff I want to do for people or help people, was more received versus repelled. So and it was a good thing to learn. I'm glad they had told me that, because I never thought about it like that. Like you do have to think everybody comes from different walks of life and different situations.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yes. Hi, Wishful. How are you?
Hi. I just came
Welcome
up to
back.
say one thing. Listen, my my stepfather, and my grandfather was in the military, and they told me something very important, and that is respect is not given, it is earned. Just because you're in the military does not mean I have to give you my respect. You have to earn that. And that's
Right.
one thing he needs to learn. That we don't have to give him our respect. He needs to earn that.
Right. And I will agree
Yeah.
with the fact that he does weaponize being in the military as a pass for his behavior,
All the
and
time.
also to attack people. Oh well, you're attacking a veteran. Like, I'm a veteran. Well, yeah, okay. You haven't given us the actual opportunity to even show you respect for that side of you, because all you've shown us is this other side of you. Like, from the day that he came here, popping up on Emmy's channel, we've all seen him be so disrespectful to people. And I get it. Sometimes people are just that way. Sometimes people are just assholes, you know? But if you're going to be an asshole, then you're going to have to actually at least be able to accept the fact that people are not going to like you. They're going to have something to say about what you do in this community, whether you think you're part of the community or not. It's, you can't act this way around here without backlash. Period. You just can't. You can't. And we've
Without
all
their
made
reaction,
we've all made mistakes. We've all done stupid stuff. I have somebody on panel here with me right now, who I did some stupid stuff. I made a mistake. It was forgiven, and I'm so thankful for it. Like, we all do stupid things. It's not that nobody's better than anybody else, or
And that
well,
would be me.
yeah, let me yeah, um
she's always
Maybe
like,
I'm just talking
and
about
then
Whispy, and I'm like,
I'll
dude,
take
the
that back.
comments weren't even that big of a deal. Like,
Mhm.
I thought you were
You know, I will
And
say, I will take that back, actually, because there are real pieces of shit on here. I will definitely do that.
there.
Um, 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 but we all make mistakes, and it's the way
We
that you
do.
handle those mistakes, or it's the way that you handle when you get called out on something,
Right.
that people are going to remember. People can
That's
forget
really
things that
well
you
put,
did.
Whispy. Really, it's
the
true.
cause and effect.
Yeah, people can forget what you did, but they're never going to forget how you reacted to what you did, and to them, maybe, to somebody else or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if we all try to do a little bit better, then we can maybe try to work back to getting this community back to where it was. I always still say that there is so many amazing, great people in this community. There really is.
And I think to
More
be mindful, if we know that, how B Tim and Sinner are, it's highly charged. It's going to be highly charged. I think it's going to be highly
right,
charged for a very long time. You know what I mean? Because they're not going to see eye to eye, and I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. So, like, I think too, if we know that that's going to be like that, then we're not going to like try to go. I mean, there's, like I said, his intentions were different. And Sinner's intentions were disrespectful, and they were they were, like, I think they were very, they were intended the way he came across tonight.
yes,
He knew what he was doing, but I think that
I
if it's
agree.
going to be highly charged, then just let's not have that conversation up on somebody's panel, and then
Right,
and then come at it. Yeah, like don't be doing the knockout dragouts on somebody else's panel, especially if that's not the way they carry that's
right,
not the way they present their channel. That's just
right.
my opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Chocolate, I totally agree, but and they're saying, but that didn't have to happen. No progress. Absolutely, I totally agree that that did not have to happen, but it's not for lack of trying, because I let Senator up here numerous times. I even held him in the back probably for about 10 minutes, while B Tim had his say, and a couple other people had their say as well. And I even brought it back up again, because in the back chat, he said, I'm calm, bring me back up. And I said, okay, well, I will, I'll bring you back up. And even then, like, he just couldn't have the conversation without the insults, without like just addressing the actual situation or their question that somebody has for him, without deflecting onto something else about, oh, well, Queen Bee did this. I mean,
Right.
honestly, this,
You know what I observed too is that he strategically did that too. He says I'm calm, and he came up calm, and then all of a sudden he blurts out "bitch." You know what I mean? Like he
right.
called him a
Yeah,
bitch.
Well,
And
even
I'm
when
just like,
he's calm, he's
very
super self-important and condescending. Like,
right. Yeah, I
like
agree. I
you're
agree.
not as smart as me. Like, it's just really off-putting.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And Autumn Renee, yes, he did start to definitely have a civil conversation with me somewhat, but he still had, the little bit of condescending things that he was saying. And I just let him go. Honestly, I just let him go, because I want people to see who he is, or who anybody up here that has something to say. Like, it's you're up here representing yourself. You're not up here representing me
we're
or
not
anybody.
we're not encouraging, or we're not trying to bait you into saying what you're saying. You're saying that because you're choosing to say that. That's and like I said,
Right,
Wispy, you're kind of silent with with your strategy sometimes, and sometimes we don't have to divulge. Okay, this is the game plan of what Just let him kind of
right.
put himself in that position, because if that's what's going to happen, that's what'll happen. And
Yeah.
Wispy's a little
Yeah.
more quiet about that strategy, and
Yes,
just
sometimes I
let
am.
you put yourself in that role.
Wow. Anyways, I'm excited to actually I'm excited to see like where he's gonna take this, because I really did mean to give him a good try.
She
I
says I'm
wouldn't have, I
excited.
wouldn't have let him up here. I wouldn't have let him up here at all, if I didn't want to actually try to have a normal conversation with him. And it was going for a little bit, but
I can give you like a sneak
yeah,
preview. He's gonna fire up live tomorrow and basically like talk about what a trash channel you have, and
right,
you like
exactly,
the
exactly,
scoundrels, you silly goose, and
right.
I told Wee Tim to get his shine box, and he's gonna drop the fake docs of Wee Tim and talk about Queen Bee for a good fucking 45 minutes, and then say hi to his chat, and then go back to talking about Queen Bee. That's basically how it'll go.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So
And
You
Crime
crack
Sleuth,
me
and
up. Your
that's
impersonations
true.
are hilarious, dude. I laugh at you
Yeah,
all. I think you have
he
great
did call me a
impersonations.
slug. He said link slug, or give me a link slug, or whatever, in the chat, and I still even let him up after that, because I just know Sinner. It's just it's Sinner, right? I mean, of course he's going to say something rude, So I mean, I don't know.
We
I
might
tried.
wait for him too when we're giving him that grace, and obviously he's still needs to do whatever work he needs to do with himself, because we're giving him, I
Right.
think, a little bit too much grace.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And I
anybody's scared. Is anybody scared that he might go off the deep end and do something off of this app? Because he kind of a little bit off his little rockers.
Yeah, I
I'm just
know. I don't
saying.
think we should make those insinuations because we don't know for sure, but we should be aware and keep our eyes wide open, and just make
Okay,
sure.
I'm not trying to insinuate. It's just his behavior seems different. I don't look at the. I'm not insinuating or speaking. I'm watching by his
Yeah.
behavior. His
Yeah.
behavior is saying something totally different to me, and it's
Something's
kind of
not.
scary.
Yeah.
It's
He
very
definitely has
scary.
a lot of anger. He definitely has a lot of anger. And I don't think he knows how to get rid of that.
He
So,
triggers really easy.
yes, absolutely. I do believe that too. Absolutely. Yeah. Senator did exactly what he came to do, derail the live and make content for his next live. Could have been. Well, I hope he has fun with it, I am
Highly
not somebody
possible.
that really from people like him, I don't take like his criticism of me so seriously, you know what I mean? Like he really doesn't really ever usually have too much to say about me. But he tries. I'll give him that. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I've had conversations with people that think that they're saying things to me too, and I'm like, you can say what you want because I know what I'm not. You know what I mean? Kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. So, okay, I just want to take a moment actually to check on everybody. Is everybody okay? Everybody in chat, everybody on panel, everybody's doing all right. The link should still be pinned if anybody has something that they wanted to come up and say. If not, well, I hope you're all okay. I just mean if nobody else is wanting to come up and say something, then maybe we'll call it a night.
Poor
Because that,
Wispy. It gets derailed so easy. You just don't give the link out no more.
And may I say something? That
absolutely, sister.
the chat is so much nicer when everyone is just calm and happy and joking, but everyone knows what everyone feels about certain people. And the more you put it in the chat, the more it eggs on other people to put it in the chat. The more it eggs on the person, in this case, Sinner, to start swearing up a storm. And then next thing you know, BTM comes in hot. Just when you guys are chatting away, think before you press the button. And just think, do I really need to say that? Everybody already knows. And the more you push it, the more shit is going to happen. And let's at least for Whispy's sake and this channel's sake, let's bring it back to a comfortable, happy, hanging around the fire and chatting,
Yeah.
and instead of everybody putting out so and so needs this and this is so and so is that, and like, yes, I have had my fair of shit go on, which I have apologized for, and I have attempted to make my amends. I certainly wish that
Good night,
upon
Lime.
everyone who is doing anything wrong, that they realize what they're doing wrong and how they can fix it and how they can fix themselves. And part of that is not being part of the problem. And unfortunately, part of the problem is when you start echoing people on and egging them and egging them.
Mhm.
And yes, we can state our opinions, but like I keep saying over and over and over, we can agree to disagree as long as we do it respectfully. And
Right.
I'd like to please request to all of you, whatever you do on other people's channels, well, that's up for them to deal with. But here, please, all I request is respect on Whispy's part, on the chat's part, on the mod's part, on the panel's part, everyone's part. Is just be respectful. And the more respect you give, the more respect you'll get. And it feels a whole lot better to be respectful and respected than to be a bitch,
Right.
aka bitching. But so just, if we can all take a deep breath and sort of just remember that a lot of this is it's YouTube shit. It's not our life. What's going on in your life is more important than anything. And when you are going onto the net and you are creating more of a life on the net and you're losing your life on your home, on your own, it's a waste.
To be totally fair though, like some people here have had their real lives touched, you know what I mean? So I think that when that starts happening, we all spend a lot of time here, and I get what you're saying about respect and discussion, but it's kind of like, like we can agree to disagree, but regarding like egging each other on, like I kind of just feel like that kind of happens no matter what, just on different degrees. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
But like I was sitting here watching the chat when I wasn't connected, wasn't able to speak, and there was just so much negativity.
oh yeah.
And I understand that there are a lot of people in this chat that don't like Sinner, that don't like the stuff that has gone on. But the more, if you just have, a couple of people, bitching and whining, well, then what the heck? But
right.
The more you get, and everyone ends up on the bandwagon, and that ball starts rolling down that hill, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And instead of that, just please think about what you say before you say it. And for the person who said that I am lecturing, maybe I am.
I mean, to be
But
fair, also,
I am
those
also a mod
things are
here.
they're very provocative, and that tends to get a chat very riled up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talking about B-Team's dead mother, stuff like that. That'll definitely get a chat riled up.
Certain things like that shouldn't be. Just like children, you know, there's a lot of things that shouldn't be brought up.
Yeah, just like him foiling like children's reports. Yeah, exactly like that.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, I don't want to be lecturing. I am a mod here, and I try and keep things on the good side. You know, we don't like blocking people. We don't like removing comments, if at all possible. But you know, when we have Rowena having to remove this comment and remove that comment and remove that comment,
I appreciate her for that.
you know, it would be so much easier if we don't have to have those comments removed. We can just have everything and have a half decent conversation. And like personally, I have learned from the mistakes that I've made. And I mean, it's taken a lot. And a lot of times I break down. And it's really hard to deal with. But I will not, under any circumstance, start slamming these people, whether I like them or not, for what they do out in the open, because it's just, what's it going to do? Is it going to help? It's not. It's not going to help. It's going to hinder. And it's the same kind of thing that I wrote that letter about. You know, like, we all need to think about what we're saying and what we're doing. And, you know, my apologies if I sound like I am lecturing, but
You're good, sis.
I'm a mom, I'm a mod, I am a member, I am a sub, I am a person who has gone through shit and who unfortunately was involved in shit that I shouldn't have been. And yes, telling a woman who's upset to calm down, yeah, is not good. But telling us all to just calm down, please. And just let's bring this back to where this was late night whiskey, chilling by the fire and having some gummies. I always offer my homemade gummies, and I always will. And just remember that what goes on here should not be our real life. Our real life extends away from a computer. Right now, I can close my screen. I can walk away.
Right.
As can you. You can change the channel if you really don't like what's going on, if it's getting your back up. Or, you know, you can simply ask for a timeout and we'll give you one. But, you know, you got to ask nicely. But just, we all have to, I think before we speak. And before we hit that enter button, know what it is that we've said and how it's going to impact the other person, how it's going to impact any other person, and how about it's going to impact yourself, you know. And having a nice, calm, mellow chit chat always is so much nicer than when you got in the background, right?
Yeah.
Like, who really wants to listen to a bunch of people scrapping, right? We just want to,
No, I totally get what you're saying. And like, you know what? Like, it's hard to understand when people yell over each other. There's not much good that comes out of it. I get what you're saying.
Absolutely.
But like I said, like it's kind of hard. You know, it gets harder to think about being real mindful when the audio on the stream, like some really nasty things are being said. You know what I mean? Like, regarding the chat, at least, right? And I mean, I think Whispy does a good job though of setting boundaries and running her panel. And when you open up with a link and you got trauma in your title or drama or anything pertaining, it kind of will draw in that crowd a little bit sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Because I mean, regardless of how, you know, I try to run things over here, there are people that love the bickering and the back and forth and the, you know what I mean? Like there are people out there that gravitate towards that kind of stuff, and I understand that.
Been about for years. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is.
Yeah. We have Wolf Rider. We have bitching up here, Cappy up here, and wishful thinking up here.
So, the white screen is bitching. And bitching is going to drop down. But bitchin' is going to offer every single one of you a gummy. So you can all calm down and relax. Start off with a quarter of a gummy at first and increase by a quarter each time until you find a happy medium. Don't just go for a full gummy if you haven't done them.
There you go.
Okay. Bitchin', I actually had a gummy before. I just had one this weekend. My first time ever having a gummy, and it did not work well for me. I was on the floor.
I heard, and that's why I was saying start out with a quarter next time. And for you know, this is somebody who makes gummies, eats gummies. Yeah, I mean, this is a totally derail right at the moment, but yeah, if you are going to ever start attempting to take a gummy, try a quarter of it first, because the stone that you get from edibles is completely different from smoking it. It will hit you. It'll give you a body stone as opposed to just a head stone. And if you eat the whole thing all at once and you're not prepared for it, you're going to sink into that couch and your legs are going to be wobbly. So stay smart. A quarter a piece and increase it by a quarter until you get to that happy medium where it's either one, dealt with your pain, or got to that happy place that you wanted to go to. In the meantime, puff, puff, pass to the left, to the right, and there's some smoke fogs, and there's my vape going. And have a good night, everyone, and glad everybody isn't yelling and freaking out anymore. And just enjoy your gummies.
Awesome. Thank you,
and
sweetheart.
Love
I
you, Whispy.
You, sis. I love you too, sis. I will talk to you very soon.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump off too, Whispy. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it, Kathy. I'm sorry there was so much trouble.
Sorted out. All right, thank you. Good talking to you. Good night.
Thank you, Kathy.
Leather is out.
Good night, Leather.
Cappy out.
Good night, Cappy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hit the bed now. That was just loud.
That was crazy. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Wishful, for coming up. I appreciate you, honey.
Oh, no problem. You are a sweetheart, and I only wish the best for you, sweetie.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
And I'm going to bed because I got school tomorrow afternoon.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, get your butt to bed. Go to sleep.
Good night.
All right. Have a good day tomorrow.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So before we go, I saw that Zena said it was her birthday. She said thank you again for the birthday wishes. If you did not wish her a happy birthday, I don't know if she's still here, she's still listening, but we have to play the birthday song for her. Okay. So here comes this for my sweet, sweet Canadian friend and sister, Miss Zena with Fire. Is she Zena with? Yeah, she's Zena with Fire. Sometimes she changes it. So, anyways, this is for you, girl. Happy birthday. You know I love you, and I appreciate you being an amazing mod and an amazing friend. So here we go. Happy birthday, girl.
To you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
And that was for our beautiful Zena. Happy birthday, sweetheart. Zena is always coming in here with her smudges and her prayers. And it is so appreciated always. So happy birthday, sweetheart. I hope you have a great day. I really do. Okay, so in closing, I guess, I mean, my brain's a little frazzled right now. I appreciate you guys sticking in with me and hanging out. I have a message. I have a message from Mr. Sinner. Okay. I don't know if he is, if you guys still see him in chat. I don't think that you do because I don't see him, but that doesn't mean that he's not here. Anyways. Okay, so obviously things went a little more south than I wanted it to. But I like to try to take the good away from situations. I think that even uncomfortable situations or situations that don't go as well as you thought that they would be can definitely be a learning moment. Absolutely. I will definitely apologize to everybody that was here tonight because it is not regular for my panel or my chat to go a little crazy. I definitely work really hard to keep it respectful around here. It's not always easy to do, of course. People have their opinions. People have their thoughts about everything, and it's not always going to line up exactly with yours or with other people's. That's okay. That it's okay. But I guess the one thing that I want maybe everybody to take away from here, conversations can happen even with people that you don't particularly like. But what's what we saw with Sinner tonight was, in my opinion, it was just all he wanted to be disrespectful. He wanted to be condescending. He wanted to be that asshole. He did calm down a little bit at the beginning there when it was just just me and him just trying to talk. He was up here because he wanted to see what we were going through. He was very welcome to be here at that time. But I will not have somebody up on my panel that is going to disrespect my chat, first of all, my panel guests, and I mean, myself, I always, kind of leave for the last, right? I want to make sure that you guys are comfortable. I want to make sure that my panel guests are comfortable. I can deal with a little bit of uncomfortableness here and there, especially when it comes from people like Sinner. Have I ever had real nice things to say about him? No, of course not. But I wasn't the one that actually brought me and Sinner to this place of not wanting to like each other. Okay. I mean, I feel like I'm playing the blame game kind of thing or whatever, but he started with me by being rude to me, and without thinking about how what he said to me would affect me. And that has always brought my dislike for him out. I do dislike Sinner. I think I'm trying to watch my words and not disrespect people. I think that he has a lot of anger that he probably should deal with, maybe not on YouTube, because it just perpetuates a situation, right? So, and I mean his situation, being angry. He's a very angry person. Even if he says that he's really not, that's all we see of him. So there's really no other impression that he gives, right? So anyways, I think I did give him a fair shake coming up here. Even when he was being disrespectful, I still just tried to ask him, hey, please just don't be disrespectful. Just, have the conversation without the insults and all this. But he couldn't keep with that. And I also understand that B Tim came up and he came in hot. But there's also understanding of why B Tim came up here and he came in hot. Emotions. They can rule us sometimes. And that's okay. But we also need to understand how to control them as well. So, and I think that he definitely needs work on that. I'll say that anyways. So, yeah, he said he was making sure I wasn't doxing, which I've tried really hard not to be somebody out here that doxes people. So, I will stick up for you. Even if I don't like you, I will stick up for you if I think that you're being done wrong. Absolutely. But that just didn't happen this time. So anyways. Oh, what do you do, right? What do you do? And yes, there is Mel's Bells. There is a lot of emotions right now. Absolutely. I think he does too, Riverina. I think he loves it too. I really do. I think he loves it too. So, yeah, I think that he is definitely somebody who thrives on a little bit of chaos. And that's fine, but it's not fair for him to bring it to other people's houses that are just trying to give him a chance. I really did. I didn't expect him to be up here. I didn't invite him to be up here. He just kind of showed up and said, link slug, and even though I saw that, I was going to be like, you know what? If you could come in here with respect, then I'll let you up. But then I thought to myself, well, I can be the bigger person. You know what I mean? So, anyways. Oh my goodness, you guys. So craziness, so crazy. Oh goodness. Anyways, yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. That's what he said, Gabby. Making sure that I wasn't doxing anybody. I'm not, I don't do stuff like that. I'm not into doxing people. I really don't think that it's going to do me any good. It's not going to help me. You know, I don't care who people are. I care who people are. I don't care who you are. Well, I can't say I don't care who you are in real life because, I mean, but that doesn't matter to me when you click exit and you're off of this platform. What you do in your life, that's none of my business. But being a call out channel, a clip channel, it just what you do. I won't say it's my business, but I'm gonna notice it and I might talk about it. You know what I mean? And like I've always said, I'm fair game on here too. Anybody that has been around here for a while knows that I always say that I'm fair game as well, you know. But I also try not to give people reasons to talk about me, I guess. But I mean, they do, right? Because if I review somebody, then that gives them a reason to talk about me, which is fine. I mean, whatever. It's you know, it is what it is. If you're gonna be here, you gotta, you know, you gotta have the cojones. You gotta have the cojones to last around here, right? So, anyways. So. But anyways, oh my goodness, you guys. I'm gonna take a deep breath, smoke a big fat fucking joint after this. So, anyways. So it's kind of like the Breakfast Club on YouTube these days. Right? Oh my gosh. What would happen if you do different, not look at people who are on the same platform? Very true. Very true. Yes. Oh my goodness, you guys. All right. Well, I just hope that everybody's in the chat here is okay. I know that sometimes this stuff can be, you know, mentally fucking with you. You know what I mean? So I hope. B-Tim is very protective of Queen Bee. The same way I will put out there, the same way that Sinner seems to be with Emmy, right? He seems to be very protective over her, but he kind of does it in a not so nice way. So anyways, yeah. Yeah, definitely gave me content for the day. Thanks, Whispy. You are welcome, sir. You are welcome, sir. I want half your super chats, okay? Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Crazy. So, anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Thank you, Rowena, for putting in Davis Fam's link in the chat. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Please, guys, go and sub up to her. Absolutely. Emily, yeah, I've seen that as well. But, you know, there's always in any situation, there's always going to be a liar and there's always going to be one that, you know, doesn't lie. It's just the way that it is. It's just the way that it is. So, yes, anyways. I'm a businessman, opportunistic. It's too late to say big words like that, Willow. Come on. Jeez, why are you trying to... That's just too big of a word for right now. Come on, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. What are you talking about? Anyways. I will agree with that. Yes, he does do things violently. Absolutely. So, right. Anyways. Alrighty, you guys. I will definitely see you around these streets tomorrow. Clipper, if you're here, girl, clip. Clip it, clip it, clip it. Come on. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So, alrighty, you guys. Yeah, right. So, yeah, there's always three sides to every story. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that. So, yeah. All right, you guys. And let me actually, maybe I just knew. I kind of was like, I think we might need this later. So give me just 2 seconds. Which one? Oh, this one's really cute. Okay, hang on a second here, you guys. This one's pretty cute. Okay, there we go. A nice little campfire. Cool little groovy VW van over there. Some pretty cool Christmas trees. A little calmness at the end of a hectic evening. Alrighty, guys. I appreciate you so much. Let me just take 1 second here. Okay. Thank you to Rowena. Thank you so much for your wieners. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Auto Renee, a member for 12 months. Girl, you just got your diamond. Congratulations and thank you. I appreciate you being here, sweetheart. And Emily Pickles, a member for 5 months. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for supporting my channel. It means a lot to me. It really does. I hope you guys know how much it does. And, we'll see what kind of shit we can get in tomorrow night. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Say this, not calling Queen Bee a crackhead. Just shaking ears. Yes. Yes. Which I do not condone. Not at all. Not at all. And I don't condone it for people to, go at center about him, struggling with alcohol. Absolutely not. That kind of stuff needs to just be taken off the plate. So, all right, you guys, I will keep talking forever. So I'm going to boot myself out of here. I appreciate you guys. I honestly really appreciate you guys. Nights like this don't come very often around here, but like I said, if we can take something good away from it, be it a lesson, be it pause for the cause, whatever, just whatever we can take out of it in a good way, I hope that we all can learn from it, definitely. So yeah, and I'm fine. I'm good, you guys. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. I really do. All right, I'm gonna kick myself out of here. I'll find some kind of music that I can put on softly while I let you guys say your goodnights, and we'll see you probably around tomorrow sometime. I love you guys, and I appreciate every single one of you. Get your ass to bed, or get your ass to work, or wherever you have to be. Get your ass there. All right, we'll see you later. Bye, guys. Oh, I forgot almost. Please be careful out on these streets. Take care of each other. Bring backup with you. I'm telling you, okay? Bring backup with you, because honestly, there's gonna be, you need a little backup every once in a while. I mean, it's just the way it is, right? Make sure you check on each other. All right, and oh my goodness, look at that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Malice in Wonderland. I appreciate that. Gifted 5 memberships. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's kind of weird. Oh my goodness. Malice, it says that you were the one that gifted 5 memberships, and it also gave you one. That's kind of cool. That's I've never seen that happen before. Interesting. Well, welcome to Backwoods Bitchin'. And Willow and Babs, allegedly, occasionally. Good hand, thank you. Welcome to the Backwoods. And Funky Cold Maria. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen that name in here for a while. So thank you. That was really weird that you got one of them. That was interesting. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. I appreciate you. Welcome all to the Backwoods, you guys. All right, here we go. I'm out of here. See you guys tomorrow. One more last thing. Put me up on the big screen if you would, please. I would appreciate it. Good night, guys. Bye.